Welcome back to First Attack here as we're getting ready to dive in to the top 8 for 2x KO, an offline first impact event that is about to be absolutely ridiculous.
But going into my previous point too, I mean, you talked about putting in that sandwich with the freestyle, right? Yep. Dude, Ekko and Yasuo, they've got all the ingredients to make any type of sandwich, and I think that's the scariest, most intimidating thing, but I'll tell you what, man, like, being in control of that, being able to curate your own sandwich and force-feeding it to your opponent, man, does that feel good. Freedom
of movement is the key aspect here. As you can see, right away, goes for the tag and is able to brute force the situation. It's not quite a sandwich, but, you know, open face is still pretty good. Is able to get the connection either way.
A little bit of an appetizer, if you will, right? Now we're just toasting up the bun now. We need to add a little bit of those condiments. Yes, sir.
Teemo looking a little overcooked on that one there. Closes the distance, gets the S1. Clean steal for your boy Yasuo there as we try to go for the jump and charge heavy. Gets the clean connection as always, and the privilege of Freestyle is able to get the tag to be able to still pressure after the Fury.
Yeah, but it's going to be huge, right? We do get this first super in Fury. I was about to say, like, I don't know if there was going to be like any more of a follow-up, but he still retains his Fury. However, not going to really get any sort of utilization. I don't even think he's going to be able to live, but as soon as I was even thinking of it, the drop happens. A little bit too high up, I should say.
Love that from Tene, though. In that situation, is able to just play it slow, wait until your opponent's assist is on cooldown, then take a low-risk opportunity. With 2 characters left in and your opponent not having Fury, volatility at an all-time low. You can play it as slow as you need to.
Also, I'm loving this colorway from Yasuo. Looking mad devious.
I like that the costumes they've released for him so far are young man and old man. And, and then like, the default is middle Yasuo.
That's kind of sick, actually.
Pressure here with the jabs, follows through well, goes for the tag, and can't quite get the force stand. Great push block. Way to defend yourself here as we go for the 2H. You're gonna look for the cross up. No, it's same side.
Yo, that was sick on the other side, forcing the break from the side of Jonathan Tene. Too easy, he's just backing away, right? He's gonna be hanging out, trying to get Teemo in, which he does, right? Slingshotting on in. The grenade shrooms, also so sick.
I had to tech back in the corner now, OTG, because we are against the wall. Extra little bit of life to be able to take it off. And the Time Winder gets us, could have gotten us an extra extension instead. Super tag, once again, it's on the menu.
Oh my God, he was just flexing in front of him. He went into stance, dash, stance again, and nothing.
Had the right idea for sure, but unfortunately, all that flexing didn't quite get us where we needed to be. Break comes through, same brain cell from the Yasuo's here, and Teemo, a decent block.
They're just passing wind towards each other. Slicing the clouds on the way through as well. Too easy, down to his character. Yasuo, he's got 2 bars to him. Not quite ready with the assist, and actually good anticipation from Tene to strike. As soon as the called assist was there from Too Easy, the happy birthday is intact and keeping it tight to the ground, by the way. Hella damage incoming. You gotta finish it with a super sooner or later.
Oh, that's so smart to actually save your bar, because now, I mean, you have access to parry, you have access to your level 3, you have a big reversal on the table now, as well as the super assist behind it here as we look to get aggressive, but fully projectile invincible is the super assist from Yasuo as we cut through the Teemo.
That's messed up. That's actually messed up. Yeah. I thought, for one, I thought Too Easy was going to kind of like go into the super to get a little bit extra damage towards the assist and also knock out that Yasuo, but I like that, having 3 meters, but Tene just 2 steps ahead with that assist, as you just mentioned, getting past everything that Too Easy tried to put out to close out.
Oh, tried to go for the dash forward there and pass the Time Winder. Unfortunately, couldn't get what he was looking for as the limit break does come through, and the get-up attack continues to be successful for Too Easy here.
Oh, that was actually so awkward to even try to defend against. And we get the pickup, of course. Tene gets the knockdown. Sends him flying. You gotta block all the mixes. Every single clone out here can be a threat.
Oh, push block timing was superb, but unfortunately there commits in the air without having an assist to be able to cover himself on the ground. That's an easy jump up and answer straight away from Tene as the get-up attack is completely destroyed by the consumed wind wall with the S2.
And it's something we had to keep in mind, right? Too Easy had gone for that wake-up attack numerous times over. It was just a matter of time before Jonathan Tene decided to get a little bit more cognizant of it, get that significant punish, and now speaking of punishes, the whip punish coming on in. Tene looking so clean, at least within this round. The life lead is there. The resources have been built. Everything in terms of the spacing and cognizance of where Too Easy wants to be has been so severely punished and on point.
Oh, and even there is able to get the follow-up and doesn't even need to go for the tag. Is able to OTG it for himself. A limit strike once again as we keep the pressure rolling and establishing that strike throw, which was so successful for him in the earlier stages of top 16.
Face the wind!
I mean, wind walls on both sides. At that point, you kind of have to play it patient here. Gets to jump over it, and the clean connection for Too Easy. Potential first blood coming up if the break doesn't come out soon.
How wild would it be if you could take advantage of his opponent's win wall and vice versa?
Every single time I'm on stream for this game, I say that, and I was trying to hold it back. He should be able to do that.
I think so too.
Ekko can hit time winders back and forth. Why can't I consume his wind wall?
I agree with you.
That's all I'm asking.
I think that'd be a really funny thing to do.
Actually, really, it would be amazing. The connection again, though, as we do work off the ground bounce here. Solo Yasuo to try and save our souls on this one. Empty jump is immediately thrown.
Oh my god, what a block!
Oh no, and again, Freestyle privilege on that one is able to tag to get the block, keeping yourself safe in a situation like that. And if you have the reaction time to abuse it, that's one of the greatest strengths of Freestyle. Being able to take turns so aggressively, knowing that you're one button away from complete safety on a big commitment from your opponent.
I will say there was a lot of defense kind of like holding out from the side of Too Easy, but at that point it's just a matter of when you're going to break, not how, because of the fact that you have that liberty, you have that freedom to go back and forth so easily. But I gotta say, man, Too Easy, I was rather impressed with the defense he was putting up for that time being, and going in for that super, totally understandable.
The other side of winner's bracket, bringing us up again, two super tag shells with very different flavors here. The Jinx versus the Teemo. That's ChrisG and Ahri to lead us off.
Yeah, and Ahri doing a great job for himself as well. You're freaking me out, man. Who was going to be point? Either way, Ahri, Yasuo, locked in.
Oh, and that is, again,
was beautiful.
The 2H of the gods. You cannot overcommit, even with that high-flying movement from Ahri. 2H into stance is going to be able to always carry out.
No pickup, it's going to be just fine. Still back to neutral. ChrisG trying to control as much space as possible. Does tag in the Teemo, and in return, Ahri actually bringing out the Jinx as a rebuttal.
Yeah, I think that Jinx with Windwall actually does pretty well in this matchup here. Not to say that it is a clean victory, but you absolutely are able to apply way more than enough pressure to make Teemo kind of rethink the situations he would normally try to set up.
And I like the tag following in pursuit of the Rocket, as well as bring him back in, or at least to kind of chase down against either the Ahri or the Teemo. Having to chill out just a little bit. Way to snipe out that Teemo past the super.
Unfortunately, it was a little too far there to go for the dash medium, which is normally what you see to be able to convert that one into the wall, but picks the wrong mushroom. When you're in the corner, you can't go for the jump forward mushroom on the first rep of the loop. It will always drop.
Yeah, still under pressure. Great block on the incoming, actually airborne. So far, he had committed to slicing the clouds. ChrisG gonna get the whiff punish.
That should be more than enough to kill here. So this is looking like round one, excuse me, might just be in the books. Teemo coming back to the front and able to put us in this terrible situation now. Jinx, a more than capable fighter, but the life totals are telling a story that is beyond capability, I think.
You just got to look at it, you understand completely. There's going to be so much control coming into the mushrooms to kind of back up the assault. And now back into the Teemo. Bring out the big guns. Here comes Jinx for the punish. We already knew it was coming. Big old zap.
Even there, taking a chunk isn't quite enough to save our souls. Super assist is going to try and cut through, but the mushrooms continue to apply so much pressure passively.
Oh, but we got the monkey to catch. Okay, it's totally fine. ChrisG does find the Spirit Rush, the assist.
And I think Ahri did a great job of actually threading the needle to get close enough to threaten with the normal there, but unfortunately Jinx's normals just aren't up to snuff when it comes to trying to deal with some of the quickness of these assists.
Oh my. Being able to back yourself up with the Foxfire rain is so huge, right? It's just so active, right? Hit or block, plenty of time to confirm, or at least get yourself ready for the mix. But now, speaking of mixes, Ahri, what is happening? My man was spinning. He was breakdancing on all fours at the same time. This guy's a freak, man.
Trying to commit to our dash normals here. Unfortunately, not working out here as ChrisG's going to save out on the meter. And got to be an execution error there. That or just the read of the century was trying to go for the parry on his opponent's wake up there, which unfortunately is going to lead to 80% or more of his Yasuo's health going down. That's a dropped combo and it's still 70%.
We have the darts to cover. Shooting down the monkey as well, but not going to be full screen. However, Ahri does find the opening. ChrisG has the opening, excuse me. Get the knockdown. Send out the orb. How do you deceive, though? No, it's just going to be an extension. We get the tag up as well upstairs. Bring him back in. Shoot him up.
Oh, I already had to use the double down there. I'd already gone for the tag through, and the slingshot just barely interrupts it. I wasn't expecting it to make enough distance.
I hate how the rock just lands on her shoulder and she dies, man. What do you mean?
A normal rock.
It's just a normal pebble, man.
As I take multiple hits from this ancient swordsman's blade. Unfortunately, the pebble's just a little too much for me here. Poe going through on our Relento stuff as ChrisG is going to be able to take game one with, again, exerting the type of control that we expect only from ChrisG.
I'm loving the display from both ends, really. There's a lot of conscious effort just based upon what characters are on the screen, what point characters are currently on. So I'm liking this, right? Oppo's trying to go tit for tat in regards to whether or not Teemo's going to be out. He's going to send out that Jinx. Whether or not Ahri is out, he's going to try to contest it with that Yasuo, right? But they're both finding really succinct ways to kind of get themselves safely tagged in. I say that and I jinxed it. No pun intended. Oppo send out the Yasuo with a pretty big risk behind it.
Yeah, that's the classic. You know how it's going to go sometimes. And but to your point, I think that is the true beauty of versus games, and the art form behind it is watching them kind of trying to matchups are so fluid in this game series, as unfortunately here, Super Spirit Rush, not a projectile. We turn ourselves into the projectile there, closes the distance through the wind wall, puts us in a terrible spot. Yasuo should die for this.
Yeah, he just built up that bar too. Another set. The Hyper Spirit Rush coming in from ChrisG. He just built up that bar too, just at the very end.
Solo Jinx able to apply the electricity as we close the distance a little bit. Looks for the air-to-air super assist, saves our soul just a bit.
Looking kind of down on the live to his Ahri, right? Are you going to expect the assist coming in? He actually gets shocked on the way over. Good call out from Oppo.
Oh yeah, life total at the place now where we really can't afford to call it here. Using that crouching light slide to be able to go through pretty effectively and cut through the mushrooms.
And it's going to be so active, right? Just covering that much distance on the screen. The mushroom coming in on the way down as well. The slingshot. How do you approach this as Oppo? Actually, he can hold his own for a couple of seconds too, unless ChrisG forces an error. And just like that, we do get the tag.
Oh, but he wasn't expecting the mushroom to actually OTG for him there. Put him in a weird position. The combo more consistent than he was expecting. An air throw to read the jump forward. And all of a sudden, it's a two-touch game for the Jinx here with that level 3 on deck.
Oh, this is actually kind of tough.
Rip it.
Throw. Let me get it. Level 3.
Super Mega Death Rocket one more time. Again, just a reminder, that's Alpha Throw.
That's nuts. That's actually nuts. We do have a super from the side of Ahri to possibly send it out as an assist, right? Well, probably not.
Oh no! Oh, and the chopper! No, misses the 2H though. Had the opportunity for a combo of a life down, but now it's locked down. 7 seconds left on the clock. All we have to do is defend. Interrupt.
It's gonna interrupt it. Nice call. The rocket coming in from the shark.
This game is gonna shorten my lifespan. Oh my God.
Hey man, I'm here for a good time, not a long time, so I got your back, brother. I understand.
S2 after the tag. I love the break timing.
Nice work. Not an accident at all. Give me that. Yo, set him back down as well. Give me the orb. No, it's gonna be a tag in. Excuse me.
Yep, setting up shrooms, looking for the high-low back throw to control it, though. Reads the tech option and tries to go for the untechable. Unfortunately, timing was a little off.
And the pickup not too... Oh, no. It was a little bit too awkward position-wise for Oppo. What do you do about this?
Dude, the amount of restraint we showed to not 2H there against that S2 was amazing. Any other... Even me, a non-Yasuo player, was like, you gotta do it. You have to do it.
Yeah, man. But there was just so much on the other side. Like, my focus, although the point... Oh, hold up. I like that. I like that use of charm, I'll tell you what.
Extremely smart placement of it there. Trying to make sure that we get it before the system mechanics kick back in. The Fury not a factor on that one as ChrisG still playing from behind here, even with the game lead.
That's wild. About to hit him with the semi-Joe Rogan. Fury is not a factor for you, at least just not yet.
No!
Yo!
Okay.
Yeah.
Investing the Fury is actually, this is huge. Commits and almost gets them both. What a throw. Definitely enough to take the kill here and still has meter.
That is huge. So much left in the gauge for Fury as well. A single hit could actually be ChrisG's demise. He cuts the clouds. But here comes the break. Actually, here comes the Fury.
What a tech. Actually unbelievable defense from both players here. The super assist to close the distance.
He's got one more just in case, too. That timer runs down. Assist on both ends, and it's the low. Nice and subtle. Apu with the head shake. He's feeling it. He's feeling good, as he should.
The one clap pop-off is my GOAT. And you see right there, the 1-1. Absolutely feeling good. Like I said, playing the situations so well. Our initiations with air throws have been incredible top to bottom. Even with ChrisG's adjustments, we're still finding a way to threaten him out of the air.
We do see Apu contesting against the assist a lot more actively, by the way, and also being very liberal with the super to try to get the mix. However, ChrisG so devious, squirreling his way out of harm's way. He does have the mushroom to back it up. We do have the fire coming in, the instant overhead, excuse me. Had to force that break.
Oh, looped it a couple times too. Pogo stuff, always looking good. Super tag as Ahri's going to be the aggressor here. Zap, unfortunately, losing out in the early stages, but Chris, a little bit mismanaged on the height of that confirm.
We're sending out the orb, bringing it back as well. Great defense from Apu, not going to be overzealous, knowing full well it's going to be coming back with that super. Here comes Teemo. The defense is immaculate.
I cannot believe how good we are blocking here. Goes for the jump away and still somehow is managing to weather the storm, but finally tries to press and gets caught by the S2. That's, I mean, one of the fatal flaws of these versus games for you is that you cannot block forever. Defense is only good if it turns back to neutral or better.
The hardest thing, too, is what you do afterwards, right? That dart was going to be insisting on tacking on extra pressure, tacking on that chip damage, which ChrisG successfully got, right? Down to the final character, Apu with that Jinx. How do you get around all of this mayhem? That's a good start. However, the Ahri is still there, being able to get the rest of the pickup. It should be the round for ChrisG, which it is.
That's just a good read from ChrisG, though. That tag in particular puts you in a really bad spot if they don't commit to the super. So reading that he was going to try and go for the interruption, knowing what Jinx is capable of, being a previous Jinx player himself, and even there, just brute forcing through the wind wall. He's been playing it so passive there, so that change of pace is able to get such easy open-ups.
The Spirit Rush to tag on in. A ton of mushrooms, full of nutrients, chock full of the mix-ups as well, but instead it's going to be a full extension coming on in. We set up the dart.
Bro, got the push block there. S1 just a touch too far away as we look for the air-to-air. ChrisG, got to be careful. I'm trying to go north on this guy who's been so good in the skies.
Did you see how much damage that whole combo did? I'm still like in disbelief. I'm seeing Yasuo trying to recover his life. I'm like, wait, where's the rest of it? The Foxfire Rain! That actually clipped the toenails!
And was able to get the tag as well to guarantee the kill on Yasuo here. Jinx gonna have to do it solo. A lot of heavy lifting to be done, but unfortunately with a touch like that, with a team like this, that might actually just be the closeout. Oh yeah, we're planting a garden.
We're just hanging it out. Okay,
No
this is a
way.
huge start. No, out of there. Take those out of harm's way.
So goofy. Super Spirit Rush, you have to parry it! Still alive somehow! DHC's into the darts, the double down saves the day, and unfortunately, missing out on that one parry of the block string ends up being our demise. Kind of a banger set between the two, but ChrisG is the better on this one.
Majority of the time, despite what the matchup is.
Yeah, I think so. I think you there can be some personal comfort things, but I think it's usually better to play it in that team order because you can Ekko's pretty good at brute forcing, tag into the Yasuo, you know, they can handle business together. And it's a very similar game plan here with this one as well. Yasuo is a little bit better at being able to brute force entry, force sandwiches, and bring in Ahri to be able to abuse how good she is at being able to loop that limit strike.
But right now we're getting to Ahri on Ahri action, excuse me. Why did I like abbreviate that? Actually? Come on, dude. On the other side, though! Forcing the break.
figuring things out pretty decently here. Is gonna able to keep combo in check with the break already spent. Unfortunately, it's gonna be Spirit Orb, jab, jab, follow through, and the limit strike one more time.
We got the dart to be afraid of. Okay, I lied to you. We got to wake up.
Yeah, get up attack, obviously being able to break out of that situation. S2 doesn't quite combo there, needed to go into the heavy instead of the medium, was trying to cut it early, but cutting it early can be a little dangerous for yourself.
Yeah, he just snipped the strapping on the parachute on the way down too. We got the mushrooms to kind of at least back yourself away. Flux, he's trying to create a lot of space for himself. He threw out the parachute to kind of distract Sabito, calling in Ahri now. But I'm not going to lie to you, the keep away game coming in from Flux has not proven to be like too effective right now. Sabito has been thoroughly brute forcing his way into some of these bigger hits, some of these bigger sequences, and now we get the orb of deception.
Dude, incredible use of the S1 to be able to get the side swap there. Manages to keep both characters for just a bit. Ahri's coming in at 25%. And things for Flux really not looking too good. Sabito also just sitting on a massive resource lead as well.
Speaking of resources, we did see the assist super come in temporarily from the side of Flux to at least get that initiation going. But as soon as his turn is over, he's going to back away. He does find a manage, or sorry, he does manage to get, oh sorry, that was Sabito. Hello, the colors were confusing me for like a split second. Don't worry about that. Everything I said about Flux, change it to Sabito instead. There you go. We got the orb though, keeping it alive. Flux also can throw out the assist if need be to initiate. Oh my god, I lied to you. I lied to you all.
So surprised to see him full send in it. That was not a very Flux empty jump there. I'm thinking maybe he like missed a dash or tried to dash a little too low because there is like a height restriction when it comes to that. If you get too close to the ground, you can't quite initiate. You can still press buttons, but that dash just won't come out.
All right, it's the default skin Ahri. My fault. That was my fault. Okay, Sabito. We got some deception coming in, bringing it back in. Damn, that's the reset.
Yeah, I was going to say, not the way you want to see your Teemo go, unfortunately. And right before the buzzer beater, Fury was never available here. Flux in a tough spot now.
And Hawk pursuit, even after the recovery. We do get the Fury.
That was a confusing tag. What a block from Flux.
I had no idea where he was going to block that. Damn, the range on this girl is nasty.
People sleep. I think most people are awake now. There was a time where this was the least talked about top tier character, but now everybody's using her for cover to try and keep their mains from getting nerfed, I feel like.
Oh, good call on the get up attack. It's eventually going to come in, right? I mean, being able to back yourself up with Dart is so huge, right? Every single knockdown that you do secure, I feel like, I mean, at least watching Sonic Fox play, it's always backed up with Dart.
Absolutely. Anytime you can generate some kind of limit strike, some kind of throw, you can utilize that, whether it's your point character or the assist character coming through to be able to help you out as well. So many opportunities to be able to keep those meaty fireballs and have, again, have the assist do the work for you.
You get the pickup. You get the high-end break. Real north. Parachute on down there. Actually quite tricky in terms of the movement. You know, Flux has been utilizing that parachute a bunch into assist. Yeah. Eventually, Sabito gets caught in the lights with it.
Oh, had the timing correct there on the tag. Get up attack again. It has been back and forth between the two, and the reversal timings have been massive for both, as unfortunately now, Sabito on the receiving end of this one.
And we actually get the rest of the combo, set up the dart as well. On the way through that airborne approach, masked by the darts down below from the assist. You know the chip is coming. Flux really laying on that pressure. It's really difficult. I mean, most of the time you could think maybe I could parry this, but with the timings and actually different types of angles that Flux was hitting at, it was so difficult to tell where to even try to parry.
Yeah, and trying to read timings as well is so difficult here. As unfortunately, that's actually not going to be enough to kill. Does get the chip to get the finish though, so it gets a little extra credit on Teemo. Brings it into the 1v1, which is definitely a manageable one. Wind wall, obviously a difference maker here when it comes to the projectile game, and you can see Flux is trying to preempt wind walls, jumping forward at really nice timings.
Now in Harbor Suit, Sabito doing a great job actually of chipping away slowly at Flux. That would have been godlike if the parachute just landed right in the eye of the tornado. That would have been mad funny, but either way, we do get the shrooms coming on in. Sabito, how do you navigate around it? You know, Steel Tempest past the wind wall is actually not bad. It's not bad at all.
good way to advocate for yourself. Unfortunately, not much else to show for it here. Fury rocking and rolling right now, gets the touch, but luckily we don't have to worry about protecting Ahri, and situation getting a little bit messier as we go. Spends the super, that
really
has got to be an execution error, and the Fury gets baited as well. Flux steals the round and steals it every time. Put it in the bag.
Put the money in the bag. Well, that's kind of unfortunate, but either way, Sabito recovering from that loss quite well to start the game. Catching the parachute mid-air and also the air throw as well. You see Flux actually going for chicken blocking a good amount while in the corner, right? Just to kind of alleviate any sort of pressure on the ground, but being called out for it immediately afterwards from Sabito is why we're here at this exact position, right? Oh, drop!
Oh, and dash backwards there, just tried to reset the pressure. Timing ends up beautiful. Zip, zip, back to the ground. Double down is on the menu here, but I don't think the Super Spirit Rush is enough. Luckily, though, we do have corner. We should have had corner.
Oh, that actually just hit all the way. You know, we'll just take it, right? I mean, if you were to block it, maybe she would have had an entrance airborne, perhaps.
I'm just surprised he didn't go for the hold version there to try and get the more extended confirm. Unfortunately now, not going to matter too much. The damage is continuing to add up. The 2v1 was going to be imminent, but unfortunately, she falls through the dart. The timing is unbelievable.
And I was looking at the stage too. Flux couldn't believe it either. Very much so showing like visual pain on his face. I had to double check.
As a certified FGC head nod, as you see, tried to bait the Fury there, going for an odd timing of the commitment, and now, just like that, this could be a single touch game depending on how it goes here. Flux, susceptible to chip, gets the jump over!
Ooh, and he got caught dashing backwards. The hit box on that bad boy, jumping on in. Being able to catch that midway through. Sabito, look at that match point.
Oh, S1 in the tag. I can get confirmed. Tries to pogo, but unfortunately, this Express delivers himself into a happy birthday.
Oh, just dashing out of harm's way too. Just navigating not only past the darts, but also the jump attempt from Flux, excuse me.
S1, full star to follow, double overhead. Goes for the single and just dispenses the mid, but that's going to drop.
That's a drop. I don't even know how plus that is, I'm not gonna lie to you.
It's not.
Yeah, okay, good.
You should jab it.
That's what I was thinking.
Quick bounce.
On the other side, you love that setup too. The rollover past the body for the Foxfire Rain to do all the talking and the big confirm. Nice work. This character's sick.
Limit Strike set up one more time, dashes backwards, get up attack, he's undefeated right now. Decent fireball. Continuing the pressure here. Wind Wall is going to save us a little bit, but now
we still have guerrilla tactics. No, we don't. I was going to say maybe it could be a thing, maybe teleport over, but either way, he switches out to Ahri. Now the mushroom's intact. He sets up the burning bush. That's so sick, by the way.
Oh, followed up. I can't believe the slingshot didn't connect there. We thought for sure it was going to protect us here, but fortunately, the normals timed a little bit wonky here. It's going to put us in a weird spot where we have to break.
Oh, we do get the conversion too off of the tag. Sabito really cognizant of his approach and also what Flux is trying to do. At least now, he doesn't have to worry about Ahri as much. However, I say that now, there's 3 bars to Ahri's name.
Jumped in. Oh no, and you cornered yourself. The worst possible situation to put yourself into now is Teemo. Gonna go to work right now. Oh,
I like that. I like that whiff punish coming in a lot. Flux completely changed the tempo. Help me.
Twice in a row. That's me trying to navigate the top lane, bro. Twice in a row. You're just minding your own business. Land onto a mushroom. The pop-up comes through and is able to get the confirmed. Flux continuing to look strong here. But I really like Sabito's, how much more aggressive we're taking a lot of these angles. Watch how far he dashes. It's actually ridiculous when he goes for these normals.
And although like Flux has been kind of like caught in the air a ton of times over thus far, he's still kind of going for it, right? He's still trying to like start things off just like that, right? Parachute on over, call the assist, but like most of the time Sabito has kind of beat him to the punch.
Getting the punish this time there with the jab. That's committed there. Looks for the fireball. Unfortunately, it's not going to work out here. The dart's just a little too militant.
2H. Finding the connection. We haven't seen that in a hot minute either. Frame kill on the way over to get the meaty medium.
Okay, this is looking very strong now. Brings it back down to the earth and is going to spend the 1 bar. No double down required. Flux once again kind of punching from the ropes here. No meter on the Teemo, and the mushroom is immediately committed on.
That's so sick. That's so sick. I love that loop, by the way. Oh my god. I thought there was going to be a whiff punish. A little bit of a frame kill. Now, back to the usually scheduled programming coming in from Flux. A ton from the slingshot, a ton from the mushrooms. Hyper Spirit Rush.
Couldn't quite save us, unfortunately, there. We're looking to get a little more aggressive. S2 into the sandwich. And crosses themselves back up, only to return back to the corner. He says, my home. Forward S1, so good on the cross up there. Double down to secure the victory. A round up and set point available now for Sabito.
What do you do now as Flux, right? You've known that Sabito was going to be rather aggressive. Every single round start, right? He's going to dash towards you. We do get the rebuttal, though. Flux being able to get that corner carry into Sabito. Horrible deception.
Jab, jab, back down to earth. S2, limit strike. 50% of your life off the table now. Misses out on the opportunity for the mix, though. Misreads it.
It's totally fine. We still get the pickup back in, but the break had to happen from the side of Sabito. That's Yasuo has to put in the work, too. The parachute, you know there's going to be an assist behind it. He's shown you this multiple rounds over so far. And Flux, making Sabito pay for it. If you haven't learned your lesson now, I don't think you ever will. Orb coming on in for the extension. However, what's going to be the knockdown? It's going to be the same as usual. Double up. Let me see the dart. Back away. Let the dart do the talking, and also a double dart from Teemo instead.
Yeah, following through to perfection here. A near perfect for Flux as we continue to get aggressive, trying to take this round back. The parry timing is absolutely beautiful, and is able to get the standing medium to follow as well. It's final game, final round, and a slight advantage on resources for Flux here. Expect a break immediately if he gets hit in any way. Except for that one.
Except for that one, yeah. It's, you know, it's classic at this point. We've been doing it all day. It's okay, man. You know it too.
It's okay.
We're going to keep doing it.
Ekko, stop. Not anytime soon.
We don't give a damn.
Clean connection there. Doubles up on the Spirit Rushes and going to be able to take it to the East Coast corner. Recognizes he was a little too far, so opts out of the combo, goes back to neutral. I like that.
It takes a real man to kind of go back to neutral, to have that conversation again.
You hate to see it.
It depends on who it is, to be honest with you. If it's Flux, I enjoy it because this is something he's been born in, right? This is something he's loved to be a part of. Like, he loves to force these types of gameplay situations. Look at him taking advantage of the movement, and just like that. Oh, if he had doubled down to, no pun intended, on the fuse, if he was able to kind of get a continuation on the side switch again, that would have been godlike.
Oh, wasn't ready for the return trip on the orb, though. True damage on the way back. You got to remember, chucks the double fireball, but an easy jump out there. You're not going to get those weird Ahri fireball turn steals against another Ahri player yourself.
Big block on the overhead, and also the incoming dash as well. 3 overheads blocked successfully, and now being able to take advantage of this exact situation. He could close out against the Yasuo, so long as he doesn't drop anything, right? Yes, sir, he's got it. Flux looking at match point in a very, very advantageous state. He's got 2 bars for Teemo just in case he wants to initiate with something devious. Oh my god.
Looking for the air pro. Ends up going for the tag here. Spins out, but unfortunately we're not in the corner, so while it is minus, it's not your turn. It is safe. Doubles up on the dash here and is going to build up to level 3, but might not even need to go for the full charm.
For a mix. Flux. Real honest on defense at least. And just a moment's time to actually get Flux. I don't even know how that even happened, but that normal just happened to beat Flux at the proper timing.
Kind of in the spot, you hate to see it, gets pushed away. Crouching medium wins the day. Fury, oh no, not even gonna need to have the Fury back. He's gonna get the clean connection here. Flux, break is not gonna be back in time. It's down to the 1v1 with 1 second left. Unfortunately here, I don't think Sabito has time to even do anything to answer it as the clock runs out immediately as we transition the screen.
You see what I'm saying? Tell me that's not perfect comedic timing. It's a time over win for Flux. Like, it's too good, dude.
The mid range is, I don't think. We're still in that discovery phase, which is a beautiful thing. Some ideas are starting to formulate here, but we're still just goofy guys trying to figure it out.
Yeah, and it's always based like region to region.
Yes, it is.
That's the beautiful thing about it for sure. On the other side, good anticipation, but not enough for the slingshot. Nobody's ever ready for the slingshot behind the back, by the way.
Yeah, that S1, that late S1 after the tag is such a potent way to be able to apply pressure in the sandwich situations, and one of the reasons why Yasuo is such a good partner. But now, with the follow-ups here, is going to continue with the Rekka and look for the restand mix-up. Decent block there from Neural.
Oh, a little bit of a mishap with the normal right in front of KonKon. Being able to take his turn right off of that, and luckily it hit. However, the switch off into this Teemo, NeuralArch, he knows what he's trying to do with it. He's trying to get that Yasuo right back out. He wants to play this exact matchup. We do get the break up above, and now Warwick trying to chase down. There's a lot of damage incoming.
And that's going to put us damn near full on the Bloodlust here as we're going to send that Spirit Orb. Misses out, gets a little bit of chip. Raw tag unpunished, actually, but we still get the S2 to follow up. I wonder what NeuralArch is trying to go for to get caught by that.
I don't know, man, but that's definitely a cry of desperation, being able to, like, or forcing yourself to tag out like that.
Cross him up.
Oh, boy. The trade-off. How do you keep yourself on offense consistently off of this?
Oh
no!
Yeah. Unfortunately, that is not how it's going to be done there. I feel like as Yasuo, you're okay to try and reset pressure in that situation, but not working out the way we planned it there. Retreating guard caught by the low. While retreating guard is an incredibly strong mechanic, it is punished heavily if you are caught.
Right, and you get to string up all your normals regardless, right? So, like, one of the biggest things, we had talked about it in top 16 prior, right? If you're going to use that retreating guard, try to snipe out the first low, and then you're able to at least get away with it. More often than not, I should say.
Here, good use of the slingshots, leveling that badge up one at a time. 2 hits on the mushroom, almost up on 2 of them here. Not much left to be done. You're going to be an Eagle Scout soon.
You should. Yeah, we're getting pretty close, right? The shrooms are coming up. You get the first badge. And it's just so much more of a threat, just the sandwich. The mushroom sandwich, I know for sure KCC would decline that at any instance. He hates that.
Not a mushroom guy?
I don't think so. He hates that and avocados.
Avocado?
He hates avocados.
My man.
Wait.
That's not news to you.
You don't like that? Wait.
I like avocados.
Okay, I was going to say, you said my man. I said like you were agreeing with him.
I'm saying. Like,
okay,
come
the
on,
tone was
Steve.
different. My fault. I was like, hold up.
I was a disappointed, my man.
Okay, gotcha.
The rare and elusive.
Gotcha.
Followed up as we go
the shiny variant, if you will.
Like that on Spirit Rush. 2-8's a great idea. I like how aggressively we try and choose the situation now.
Oh boy. It's either the sound of impending doom or the sound of celebration, depending on what side of the table you're on. Jesus, it's gonna be of impending doom. Clearly, as the flaming slingshot just lights that tail on fire.
Yeah, things just not looking better here. OTG. Oh, it caught him on the throw. NeuralArch go for the throw so consistently there. So finally, trying to cash in the benefits. Unfortunately, it's going to get caught by both. Break is necessary in the moment.
Yeah, the accident, we're going to take the high. No, it's going to be the mushroom instead. I like the pressure being strong up. Instant overhead, I was just about to say. Preface it with the pressure. Eventually, you're going to get got with that mix. Target practice.
And even if the darts didn't kill, double down on the other side, was going to be able to secure it completely. Dashed up and tried to run past the mushrooms. Unfortunately, not going to work out.
Oh, you can't do anything as long as that slingshot is active, however. Didn't lead to too much, however. NeuralArch again getting the big conversions. It was a little scary from the side of KonKon. Just off of that slingshot. Yeah, hands up in the air. What am I supposed to do, man?
That's the class. You can't do that. It's classic.
You can't do that.
Can't do that. Oh, right off the rip whoop for the dash up jab. Does manage to find it here as we secure into the Rekkas.
Oh, wasn't ready for the switch. And that was actually quite an impressive block. For some reason, that's got to be like a cross-up, isn't it, the way it hits?
Yeah, can't cross up depending on the situation. That one definitely is. Oh no. Try to use that maximum Warwick to good effect. It doesn't pass through the darts, but unfortunately Yasuo was ready and blocking.
I forgot about that maximum Warwick. It's so sick. So deceptive too, man. That air 2H comes out when you least expect it.
Same situation again. Sliced up, a couple mushrooms to be able to juggle through. Misses out on the actual spin out though, so doesn't get the juggle the way we both.
Excuse me? How did that hit?
And you can see everyone on stage was like, I don't even know. Even production was like, what happened?
Even Apu was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like,
Dropped down with the like triple overhead. Unfortunately, forehead cracked open on that one here. Down H2, back down to the earth. Opportunity as we go straight in with the super.
Damn. Hella shroomish. Oh, big tech. What are we going to do about this pressure, though? Oh, the mushroom's here. We're going to throw out the orb instead. Get rid of it. Also bring it on the way down. What a block! Oh, that was so short-lived.
Oh, still looking good here. Is able to convert with the fireballs. Actually, ridiculous way to make that work here. KonKon, life still in him. Goes for the dash up, but unfortunately it does not go their way. NeuralArch with a great press as Yasuo so good at initiating, stopping players. He's so good at beating you to the spot.
And that was such a wild exchange from both ends, too. Yeah. We saw the defense temporarily. Oh, we see the badge coming on in. Oh my god, he's out of there.
Almost threw our water out. Back down to the earth one more time. Chooses not to even spend the meter. Be a little greedy on it, I respect it.
I mean, he's gotten nearly perfect with Yasuo. Just a tad bit of a touch against Teemo. Can you believe that whiff? Or I guess not whiff, but he was time to block it. Oh no, mushrooms here!
The overhead doesn't go for the dash. Instinctive 2H to the side of NeuralArch.
Darts to come on in. Yeah, to enforce extra pressure. Even after that string. What do you do about it? You slice the clouds 2 times over. Bring it back up. A little bit of a mishap. Actually, I don't know if that was intentional or not because he didn't jump forward 2H, right?
Yeah. Not sure. Could definitely go either way as the level 1 cuts through. Straight in with the mushroom here. Fury is available. Are we going to spend it is the question here. Unfortunately, we get locked out by the darts again. A pixel of life and has to spend it right away.
The mushroom's going to be pretty pivotal here as well to kind of keep KonKon away, or at least so I thought. The Orb of Deception. And now Warwick trying to enforce his will, and it's the air throw, the net.
Sees that overhead. While that overhead is pretty okay in block strings that are guaranteed, there is a massive gap if you go for a forward dash on that situation there. So commitment, whether you have a 2H that's a little bit orbital or you're able to go for the air throw, plenty of ways to get the interruption. That is just good, clean matchup knowledge from NeuralArch to be able to save yourself the headache of the mix.
I'm going to thank him for his efforts and then immediately rock bottom him through the table if he comes near me.
On to it again, though. Here we are.
I'm terrified, Proxy. Either way. All right, let's talk about the gameplay. Let's get into it serious, though. It's hard to right now. He's freaking me out. He's genuinely freaking me out. All right, so Teemo, Ahri for the side of Flux. Jinx, Yasuo as expected for the side of Apu. Who was it that was playing in the mirror match, actually? I was actually mistakenly thinking about Apu throwing Ahri. It was actually Apu throwing out his Jinx to chase down ChrisG's Teemo. That was my mistake during my analysis there.
No, but the analysis, I think, holds true because I think it's a very similar situation. It's just, you know, again, a little bit of a different application between the two, but I think the big takeaway for Apu's team coming into this one is Jinx with a wind wall in front of her is one of the best characters, one of the best situations for dealing with a lot of this Teemo nonsense. So generally, for the matchups we're looking for is Flux is going to try and take the aggressive Ahri to look for angles against the Jinx, and is going to try and avoid having to deal with that Yasuo and the greater normals as well as that 2H to deal with it, though. So it's going to be, both players are going to need to be extremely fluid getting through their teams here.
Oh, not being able to chase the tech down onto the other side with that dart, but it's going to be huge. That was actually kind of sick. So just avoiding the mix-up down below in general. I mean, Flux has been taking to this guys a bunch, right? We talked about chicken blocking a ton of times over. However, you are going to be susceptible to that anti-air. Flux, knowing full well of the threat from Yasuo in that anti-air, he decides to just kind of hang out and block in the air. It was really, really clean.
Even there, drops the hammer. Gets a super and is going to call for the tag. Gets both in the situation. Luckily, Teemo too far off the screen to be stuck in the entire affair as Flux just full sends the overhead at the craziest timing.
Just slicing away the mushrooms. Damn! How did that even hit?
Not the throw I was expecting, but works out well. Yasuo doing a great job occupying the space to stop a lot of these projectiles. 25 seconds left on the clock. Don't let it happen again. Be cognizant of the situation. Misses out on a potentially game-winning combo, and for that, Ahri is going to perish.
I think if you're a Pooh, you could definitely utilize the time to your advantage. If need be, you can play that keep away game. We talked about that win wall, and Flux immediately understanding the situation has been very offense oriented, right? His movement has been nothing but go, go, go as soon as he saw the timer in. But can he actually survive? No, he will not.
Yeah, at this point, it's hands off the stick. Well, the only reason you don't just take your hands off the controller and stretch them out is because you don't want to let Teemo level the badges.
That's fair. That's fair.
Okay. Going the hard knockdown, get up attack, continuing to be so effective. So many players here. Looks for the tag, manages to get both. Teemo luckily falls out, but we do have the legal man still in the trap.
That was actually kind of sick too. The 2H covering both angles. That was actually kind of godlike the way that it played out. Teemo with his little legs trying to close the gap as soon as possible.
Oh no, but the king of attack hit the 45. The anti-air missile turret that is Yasuo was able to snipe out on the float.
That was nasty.
Oh my god! Twice in a row, a touch too far. I love the push block. I love the 2H even more! Apu's space control is actually unbelievable here. It's forcing Flux to take such aggressive angles that he really just doesn't seem super confident in.
What it seems like, Apu, he's hanging back, right? We got 70 seconds. He's got full life lead. He can force the error on Flux. Not too much life ahead of him to send out the monkey.
S1 into the jump forward there, closes the distance and gets the kill. Crowd showing their support here as Flux unfortunately down a game now. Apu looking so strong.
Good wall into the monkey. Also the rocket to cover the grounds up above. From up above, excuse me. Send it out again. A lot of projectiles being slown across the screen. This is just like an introductory handshake for the two of them. We're about to introduce the playstyles of the Zap 45-degree angle and it actually hit!
Timing for Flux there actually ended up going back to the same side. That was a little bit weird, but it's going to come through occasionally.
The parachute, I was waiting. I was like looking at the assist. I'm like, hold up now. Quite literally, hold up now.
Good block. Good patience. Attack timing with the rocket behind it, was able to occupy and completely stop the mushroom there, but max distance press from Flux finds a home.
Another air grab. Successfully finding the mark is Apu. He's catching the wind of like when Flux is trying to take this guy's a bunch, right? We got the firecrackers coming on in though. On the way out, tag for tag.
See,
oh my god, you can't slingshot against the sword! Go on, man.
From that distance, you just can't be floating around. It's not going to work out for you every single time. Again, the king of the anti-airs, the master of the 45-degree angle. You just cannot float against Yasuo.
Every time you're up there, I hear Prince saying, shoot the J. Shoot it!
That's the vibe for sure. It's a little unfortunate here. We space ourselves out well, cuts through with the fireball. Able to get the confirm here. Flux still in kind of a hole, but potentially really a win for Flux here would be able to limit strike enough to get your Fury available. That would be a win. He's gonna go for the win instead. He says no side victories. I'm not side questing.
That's fine. It's fine with him. However, can you stop the preemptive? Oh my god, the preemptive normal coming from Jinx actually.
Oh! Wait. Winnable all of a sudden, goes for the dash in. That push block is everything. Lands against the hit! Fury is immediately expended, but gets hit again!
Oh, but no pick up off of the mushroom and it's his own detriment. That was everything for Flux right there. He also had super. Couldn't he have gone for like Hyper Spirit Rush or something?
He could have, but he wanted to make sure that the combo was going to kill. I think Hyper Spirit Rush wouldn't have quite been enough, so...
Yeah, but maybe like be it an advantageous state after the knockdown perhaps.
I agree. Still okay here though, is getting into the jump loop, drops the combo unfortunately. Push block, saves some space. 2H of the gods. Once again, the skies are protected.
Spirit Rush does come in clean.
Teemo's little legs can't get over there.
No, he's paddling as much as he can too.
I hear the Mr. Krabs.
I can't imitate it, it's too good.
I can't do it.
All the way down.
I just have to trust they know. Step back, gets the hit on Jinx.
Bring back the Chomper. Chomper, help me. Oh. The rain and the shiitake mushrooms on deck as well. That's a spicy meatball. Spicy mushroom, excuse me. You're right.
Through S1, holds the charge.
That's the meatball right there. The
Absolutely.
orb. We'll take that. Portobello mushrooms on deck.
It's all talent in the end.
Yeah.
Good on the snipe.
I mean, I guess so. You're right. I definitely went for shiitake mushroom first, but actually they're all welcome here.
You changed up. You went to meatball. Dashed up. 2H, of
That
course!
was so
Of
far!
course!
Jesus! Behind the top knot of the hair. That's crazy.
Oh! And reads the situation with a jump forward and air throw to seal the deal, and a big thumbs up for Abu. We take the victory. But I do want to say,
I like that.
a massive shout out to Flux for a great placement here. I'm so glad to see players, coming back to the genre. Not saying that they weren't playing a little bit in the shadows here and there, but getting back into the swing of attending these tournaments here. I'm so glad to see Flux, who is coming from my neck of the woods, definitely a legend of the games that I came up playing. So both expect a wind wall and expect a couple slingshots to come out for little 15-20 seconds. But we're gonna swap right away into the Yasuo.
And the chase down coming in with the full B&B. That medium is coming in hot, slicing the clouds. We get the pickup as well. 2H, zip zap. Oh my god, that hit! That's crazy.
Yeah, max distance able to get the punish there. Found the darts a little too far. I missed out on the opportunity to get the punish there. Luckily, we pick it back up, get the break out of him. And now, off the double down.
That's tough, too. The airborne approach, then following with the 2H is just so difficult. So many repeated hits.
The triple overhead, a staple of the game right now. As you can see, again, continues to apply it with great effect. Everything coming up on the Yasuo side, but for who will it continue? That mushroom exploding, by the way, gives him a charge.
That's funny. Good. Just kidding.
Got the break. There it is, the double down. Always the correct option there to go for the jump. Jesus. Don't want to have to deal with the high lows, and you have to sustain yourself through the pressure.
And defending against the updrafts is just so difficult. It's such a big ask also, but coming on in now, we do get the big mushrooms. Uh-oh. Guerrilla tactics.
Oh, and you can see he's stuck there in the bush. Look at the aggressive option there. Darts actually do get leveled up, so a little bit potential more dots on some of these situations here as we do shoot him up on that one. Teemo, 50% life in a dream, but no meter to show for it on either side. But NeuralArch doesn't need that meter. Clean connection.
Jesus Christ, the damage.
Uh-oh.
I don't know about all that one, though.
Wrong super, or maybe just missed the shovel. Either way, situation back up in the air now. Super assist, gonna try and get something in there. Not gonna work out for now.
Damn! Pure cinema, by the way.
Truly peak performance on both sides here, but unfortunately the life total, you can see they both are trying so hard not to agree. They're both trying to stay locked in.
While everybody else is just clowning it up or like chuckling it. Oh, the updraft again. Great block on the overhead this time. Draft catches the throw. That was the throw, right? Is that was the throw animation? Or am I tripping?
Whiffed out on the parry.
Damn it,
That's
okay.
a full meter off to the side, unfortunately, there. You see that change
Oh,
in
I
tint.
did see that. I was wondering what that was. I'm like, what happened to the bar? But it makes sense.
Yeah, the change in tint, as well as there is an audio cue. It's a little light, but there's an audio cue for the parry there to listen for.
Can I be honest with you?
Of course.
I couldn't hear Jack squat.
Respect. Up in there, no.
That's why I need the audio cues. That's just on me, though.
Oh, yeah. The I need the audio cue is not the it's on you. I didn't mean to double down on there.
You have to. I mean, call me out, please.
Fully back down to the earth here as we spend our super and double down to pick up the biggest mushroom we ever seen.
Yeah.
I got mixed up.
I was picking up what you're going to put down. Or biggest mushroom for sure. I like how the scuttlebug in the background is like, get me out of here, bro.
He's like, I'm not like this. This guy's just providing vision right now. Back up on the low, pops the Fury to try and make the comeback here. More than capable. Yasuo, one of the best solo characters, and this is why. Look at that mix. Unbelievable.
Out of there, too. A little bit of Fury left. However, I don't think that's going to be a factor coming in from NeuralArch, right? Although we do have assist super on deck from Too Easy, NeuralArch has access to at least 2 now, but I don't think we need to worry about it, right?
Yeah, not looking like something we need to worry about too much here. Take those thoughts and, you know, think about them next game. That's 2 rounds in a row for NeuralArch.
Scouted and routed.
That's so sick.
The catchphrases at the end, my Discord turned into literally, we just God bless the machine only for a while. The catchphrases at the end are so good.
Yeah, dude.
For every character.
And even the announcers, too.
Truly.
So God bless. Back down. Slicing up the clouds. Okay. Not even letting the double zip rock.
Yeah, at the end of the combo there, chooses to go for the break. Maybe a little bit of frustration on that one here as we go back down to the earth one more time.
That's so sick. That's just neat. Look at the damage on that.
Neat.
Pick up with the 2H mid-air.
Neat,
that is the choice word right there, for sure.
That was a neat 95%, and just a throw to take the finish from there. Once again, as I said, the damage on this team is just so high.
So neat. It's a real clean ender too, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. Oh, no.
Teemo very lucky to get out of that one. Did get hit by the S1, get up attack. Once again, paying the bills.
Good jump out, too, to avoid the dart. And the air throw. Oh, and you get the punish, the wake-up attack, forcing the break out of you. You get both.
Oh.
Keep it going.
And all of that was too easy. Trying to risk it on an air throw there with the assist behind him. OTG as we dash up for the jab.
Watch out for the parachute. No way.
Super.
Oh.
You can S1 super for that. Oh no! The slingshot betrays us, but luckily redeems itself straight away, and Too Easy says, I'm meant to do that. That's 2 charges for the badge, baby.
So when you saw the mushrooms come out, when you saw that super come out, and Too Easy had like time to act, like what could he have done there? I feel like he could have
S1 super. S1 super.
About, like, he
straight through.
Supered, right? Like
100%. It doesn't delete the mushroom, though. Once the mushroom exists, even if you hit Teemo, it's there. So Teemo, after that, can just tech roll into the mushroom, but you avoid the entire damage situation that comes up before that.
I was kind of curious. I'm like, why isn't there a super coming out? Because he definitely had meter.
Yeah, sometimes the reaction's just not quite there. It's a little scary. You just got to remember that that mushroom does not activate instantaneously. And Teemo's not safe until a little bit after he touches the ground from pulling it.
Jesus. Bring in the Yasuo now. A little bit of a stomp. Updraft. Too far, by the way, to really be a significant threat, in my opinion.
Zip Zoop once again. Got the pickup and goes for the tag. Plenty of time to set up with 3 mushrooms. One of them maybe a little bit more harmful than the others. Unfortunately, sets up for a tech throw there, so there's no hard knockdown.
When the slingshots interact with each other, does it build for both?
No, it has to hit a character.
Dang it.
That'd be really good also, though.
If a tree falls in the woods and no one's around to hear it, does it make a sound?
Another great question. You're chock full of them right now.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh, no, it gets chipped out. See, when they shoot you in the eye, it hurts extra.
That's
like,
the worst.
Come on, man.
I mean, we had a match canceled last night because someone got hit in the cornea. UFC.
Oh, I was like...
No.
I was like, oh, God.
No, that was a UFC match last night.
Oh, okay.
The guy was like, what do you expect me to do? I can't see.
I saw that clip, actually. That makes more sense now.
Oh, boy.
This is close. Swaps out now.
Oh, the cloud's being cut from that far away. Oh, the drop, though. Fortunate for Too Easy.
Yeah, couldn't double up on the H out of the stance. Vertical shot, misses out, gets the dash backwards. Not quite confident enough to swing out after the assist, though.
Oof. Jesus. Shoot him. Shoot him if you got him, really.
Low-key, there is a meta to how you deal with both of you doing darts, by the way, because if you stay neutral and they stay neutral, and if one of you goes up and the other stays, you lose. But if you both go up and someone just goes hard down, you can guarantee that nobody shoots each other. There's some weird, it's a funny little game you get to play.
I can see the physics behind it,
It's a funny little game you get to play.
Oof. Did you block that? I definitely didn't. I saw the startup of it. I'm like, let me block this, and I guess wrong. You had to break, right?
Yeah, absolutely. With the happy birthday coming up, no reason to give away that much life on both your characters here. S1 keeping it aggressive with the mushroom behind it. Looks for the throw, but we just float on that to safety.
Not for long, though. The 2H eventually is going to capture you. And also the big bait on that. I was going to say, looking real Canadian.
So through, ends up working out well here. Pressure on the assists. And dude, sometimes the threat of the tag is just as good as the tag. I guarantee that hit came from you expecting Yasuo to come in as the legal man.
Should be more than enough damage on the way through. Yep. Spin cycle through, let the mushrooms do the talking. And here comes Yasuo on point for too easy. Just really trying to get that parachute canceled into the slingshot, but to no avail.
Oh, dash back, dash in. Had an opportunity for a 2H there. Maybe a bit of hesitation, unfortunately. Going to lead us to the swordsman going down. It's going to be how can we deal with the Teemo now? Saves the meter and does get the kill with the S1.
All down to the final shot here. Again, both at 1 game apiece. This is a huge start. Neural, how do you gain the advantage after this? We do send out the mushrooms. We do send out that extra bit of damage. You know what? I lied to you all. I lied to you all because there was so much extra meter from both sides either way. Like, it didn't even matter like how he decided to end it because it was going to end regardless.
Yeah, it all ends the same way when this guy's on the screen.
That is fair.
The life bar hitting 0.
I'm just not used to the damage at all. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I'm not really too used to the damage just yet. Sometimes I'm a little believer, like, have a little bit too much faith. Like, yeah, this guy's going to survive.
Respect. I still have the light in my eyes.
Curse you, other games. Curse you, damage scaling.
High-low working out well. Third hit of the overhead, finds the mark. Doubles up with the axe and gets the crumple. Yasuo somehow still blocking it out, but again, look at the chip damage. Defense comes at a cost.
The tag, updraft, does catch actually Teemo, what, mid-air? Not too bad. Instead of facing the full repercussions of like an actual like grounded combo off a hit. Oh no!
Sees him go stance when there's hesitation. Both of them similar spots.
They both dropped their swords, dropped their guards. No longer dropping the combo is a NeuralArch though. Look at that match point. This is actually so pivotal. That was clean! The darts to match the slingshot as the anti-air.
The upward angle so intelligent here as we go for the dash through. Mushrooms completely cleared. Sword a little too short in length on that one there. And again, the threat of the tag. Oh, he's dead. Never mind. No, you know.
I mean, there's still meter on that side too, so if it's not a tag, it's oh boy. It's definitely a tag for the side of NeuralArch. No facing the wind here.
Had the kill, maybe could cut to the level 3 a little bit early. Fortunately now the tag does finally come through. Triple overhead, spinning around with the medium.
Damn, go right into the level 3, huh?
A lot of times can be the right call. Take your damage while you can. You still have 2 super assists in your pocket as well as the Fury.
I don't like how he leg drops you in the face. I really don't. Oh. Yeah, that's something you have to keep in mind of, right? Eventually it's going to be coming out. NeuralArch moving on, eliminating too easy.
Yeah, the commitment of the level 3 there, not overcomplicating it when it comes to the confirm. It can be a little hairy again, and we saw it earlier from other players with that super assist. Pretty difficult to get the pick up there, but level 3 makes it safe and simple. To be able to get that Ekko started when it comes to the solo mix, as well as being able to set up the sandwich situations here. ChrisG's positioning is going to be the most important thing to be able to try and prevent a lot of these mix-ups. Once you're actually in the clutches of a freestyle player, it's not much to be done from there, and as unfortunately, the slingshot actually OTGs and messes up some of our pressure.
Or so we thought. I think that's going to be just fine with ChrisG, right? Being able to tag Teemo back in and set up. You saw the rush, and you saw the tag out actually to assault the assist coming in from the other side. Tene still has not found his opening just yet. We're going to get the Spirit Rush coming on in, build a couple of mushrooms, build some of those slingshots on the other side, and still the mushroom deterring Ekko from moving on in. However, ChrisG was totally fine with that up until this point.
Love the timing on the jump right there. Try to go for the preemptive 2H. ChrisG looking to be proactive here, which again is the most important thing in these defensive situations. The best defense is not having to play defense as the limit strike comes through.
That means hitting 88 miles per hour, and all ChrisG had to do was throw in the speed bump.
Doubled up. Oh no, I thought for sure it was going to be the charge heavy instead. Gets the throw, misses out on the confirm after though. Deep cross up, can't quite find a home.
Trying to back away a couple of sidewinders. Time winders, excuse me. Being thrown up to kind of cover the ground.
I still say that.
It's like a pitch, right?
A little delay. Ends up going straight in once again. Unfortunately, couldn't get the tag there. That's a clutch from Tene to be able to get the hit on Ahri. Again, doing such a good job of mitigating the super tag. If you hit the character as the assist before they actually get the chance, then there's no opportunity to abuse the cheap stuff here. It's a 2v1 now for Jonathan Tene.
Let's see Teemo come back to life with some of these super assists if need be. The tag chasing down the Yasuo only opens you up for the Ekko from behind. Sit him back down. Tene with the first round, hoverboarding it up. I didn't know that was one of his likes and one of his hobbies. Let me check out the profiles. Oh, he's a hoverboarder. All right, that's cool.
Wow.
Real neat.
Trying to attack the 45 again out of the stands. Dashing past the wind wall there. Assist. Fortunately not helping us out too much. Again! Oh, dude, these Yasuo's doing such a good job of stopping all the Ahris, all the Teemos from being able to abuse that aerial approach.
I thought there was like a slight hint of sarcasm on that one because you're just swinging for the fences regardless. No matter who's going to be up there, you're hitting that angle. You like that? Oh, I like that.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Oh my god! Oh,
yeah.
Jesus Christ, dude. Even if you updraft, dude, it looks like he recovers so fast.
Jump light ended up working out well. Self double down to be able to take down the character, leave us in the 2v1 once again. Jonathan Tene making quick work of the second round potentially here. No Fury anywhere in sight for ChrisG. It would take 3 honest hits, and unfortunately we will get 0. That's game 1 to Jonathan Tene.
Damn, that looked like a perfect too.
Damn near.
That's wild. Already taking the air approach. My time. Oh. What's going to be the big opener for ChrisG? Okay, actually catches the happy birthday pretty early on as well. I was wondering what's going to be the approach. I had just asked that with Ahri to catch Jonathan Tene off guard, but he did find that gap, and now the switch up from airborne down to the bottom. That was actually kind of sick and twisted.
Set up well, Spirit Rush. Doesn't even attempt to close the distance there, just sets up the mushrooms, minefield applied, but luckily with the stance, we're able to completely clear everything, and off the tag is able to get the full punish, which is definitely enough to get the kill, assuming completion. Oh boy!
On the way through, he's just an excited little camper, you know what I mean?
Yeah, this guy is like a high rank, this guy's like...
He's a high-ranking official, I feel like.
He's a warrior.
More or less. I think so. He's got the spirit of a scout, but the experience of a warrior, you know? Like, I think he can mix it all. Oh my god.
Had a big opportunity to get the punish there. Oh, and off the tag! The super assist gets the crumple. Ahri completely out of there. Teemo back to it once again.
Oh no, did you see how awkward that was? Actually, the 2H is completely whiffed. On the other side, the parachute was safe. Or safe from harm, I should say specifically.
And both players right now extremely animated in their chairs. They have been back and forth reacting to everything here. Big Mushroom set it up once again. Super Time Winder is going to be able to clear out, but unfortunately, it doesn't remove the landmine that you already see.
Even further enforcing that point with the landmines. Even more mushrooms coming on in. A hop, skip, and a jump on over. Plenty of chip damage intact too. But this Fury could be the biggest game changer if Tene can find the hit, which he does not. A little bit of a stutter coming mid-air. ChrisG being able to take it.
Came down for the perfect spacing, able to completely control everything off of that one. And the S1 to actually be able to use the wind wall there is so strong.
I don't, you know, I can't even think proper. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Back in. Good use of the parry there. Unfortunately, couldn't get the parry on the Teemo. Normal is able to completely maul things out, though. Aggressive angles. That's what you need.
Yeah, that Foxfire range, definitely the definition of like highlighting those aggressive angles you were mentioning, too. Just like coming in from above at that 45, the dart.
Oh.
The stalking dart just throwing him off as well. Jonathan Tene, we should see a dead Yasuo.
Tag launcher definitely seals the deal here. 2 badges already secured. He's looking mighty accomplished with himself as we're going to go straight into the darts. Tries to dash over and almost manages to clear.
I think it's so fitting that it's such like epic opera music going on in the background in our ears.
Yeah, I didn't want to mention it, but there is a full-on concert on the other side of the stage right now as we look for the cross-up. Almost finds it through. It's kind of sick.
It is. It really sets the drama up. Batter up. That's such a sick combo, by the way. I never get tired of seeing that.
Oh, got the throw. Has the absolutely. Having the clone there to be able to go for the tag. Make sure that we can guarantee our extra damage here. Looks for the cross-up and is able to block everything.
Excellent block, but you can't block that grab. That air grab coming in. The stalking dart also behind it. Yasuo didn't really get a big opener from Jonathan Tene, but even if he did get the opener, right, that stalking dart was going to stuff him out.
Back in once again. Oh, that was such a smart call there. Unfortunately, it was already just fully stretched screen. That super assist from Yasuo is the perfect answer in that spot. But again, the positional awareness from KrisG to just down back and just as far away as possible.
It's classic. That's down back in KrisG. Couldn't name a better pair.
It's that easy. My time, but unfortunately with the layout that we have, we only get one. So strong in its own right as the S2 follows and we get the hit.
We're taking a hike, sitting back down. A little bit of a breather, tagging Ahri in. Stalking dart on the way through, it's still gonna be active, yes sir. Coming up with the Ekko, does get clipped on the way out. How do you approach now? Time Winder's a good start. It's not gonna be enough though. KrisG is just so far away from the screen. The mushroom's gonna be set up. Yasuo gonna get clipped again as well. We have not found a decent opening for Jonathan Tene.
And just like that, the wind wall saves us a lot of headache here. Spirit Orb manages to clear through, and on the way back, the return trip locks down the Ekko. KrisG looking for the air throw, but unfortunately is met with a tough fate on landing.
Oh, the final hit of that overhead, that was crazy. Like, how many hits was that? There was like 4 mid-air. Are you kidding me?
A little bit too much to have to deal with there. A little unreasonable to expect me to have to defend that, but you know how it goes.
Oh, that was so tricky, too. I couldn't even tell you what animation got hit, genuinely.
I was almost correct. Was looking for the parry. Couldn't quite find the mark here. Ah, drops down on the pogo. Still can't do it.
Do you think he's going to try to parry again? I don't even know if there's going to be like a string or a gap in between to even try to initiate it, right?
Yeah, right now it's not looking like it. Finally finds a time to be able to go for the dash, take an aggressive angle, and make it work for himself here. Time Winder extends the damage even further, and after the limit strike, is able to find the overhead for the kill.
That single opening that he got, man, that he maximized on it. Now bringing in the Teemo, forced to endure this onslaught. Tene not letting go of his prey. The overhead successfully blocked. The defense has been clean, and literally every single time we mention the defense, it does get immediately blown up. Tene, he just scored the knockdown. The Time Winder up above, getting the needle. However, the Fury's coming intact.
Yeah, got the Fury dash cancel as well. Seeing that the Time Winder connected there, is able to pull through with 7 seconds left. It was pedal to the metal. There was no time to waste, and you can see KrisG not happy about it.
I think he's more so like indifferent about it because his hand was up. He's like, you know, man, I tried. You know, Teemo. I was going to get into the spiel, and we were talking about it last night, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it in his voice. I'm not going to do it.
He almost got me. That's close. I'm lucky I'm wearing a windbreaker. That would have been a disaster. Dashes in. Late on the overhead. Looked for the air-to-air, but chooses to play it a little more patient and jumps away. But Super Time Winder trades, actually. And Jonathan Tene cannot be deterred.
I think it's so... Ooh! I was about to say, I think it's so smart that he chose to get like that, the dart blocks in the air, so that you're not like suffering from any of like the high-low mix-ups because it just keeps bouncing you up.
Yeah. Spirit Rush for that extra little bit of damage. Just lobbing him at a low speed. Trying to control that ground as best we can. Retreating guard buys us a little bit of room here, but room is not what we want. We want aggression, says Tene.
Oh, this avoids the grab, and again, the parachute. Tene overextending with some of his, I want to say like his chase downs, really, his chase down efforts. How do you feel about this one? How do you feel about this one?
Oh,
I was about to say.
Feeling a lot better now. Super tag once again, dashes underneath and manages to find the cross up. Just barely being able to maintain here as we're gonna, oh actually, didn't have the meter, so time to dig up a mushroom here. Unfortunately, he's gonna lose out on the air-to-air, and Tene can sit on a fat lead again.
I feel like what, 2 of these characters equal 1 Ahri right now in terms of life. However, having that extra resource of being able to call your assist while in freestyle is going to be the bigger threat, right?
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, absolutely, just like that. Being able to get the hit, Fury is absolutely going to come out in time. Good timing on the press.
What do you do now? Ooh, KrisG, float.
And just doubles up with the dash-up jabs, realizes the time where it's at. Can't let things go too far here.
The pickup off of the air grab, are you kidding me? Even if it did not kill, even if, right, KrisG still would have had so much advantage because there was only 4 seconds left. He had the life lead, plus he scored the knockdown off of that. That was actually just so crazy that he managed to land that air throw.
Yeah, that was pretty much cooked at that point here. Kind of like the situation we have now. Luckily, Ekko actually drops out because of the timing of the fireball, but is still able to keep that Yasuo in a prime position for damage. It's going to be damn near 90% when we're done with this one. Mushroom, dig it up.
Real neat. Again, look at the damage just being accumulated. The reset. Oh, no way you actually get the Sasaki! That's crazy, man. Help me.
Oh, and once again, really one of the only discernible weaknesses for Teemo is a lot of those normals can be stubby. 2H gets it twice!
He's just slamming it. Shohei Ohtani, give me a 3rd one. That was actually kind of sick. He got 2 Grand Slams in a row. I'm talking about Ekko, not Ohtani. Ohtani got 3. It wasn't a Grand Slam, it was a home run. Let me be real specific.
That counts. That's one too far. Meets on the air-to-air to try to interrupt the barrage of mushrooms that are on the way down. Good parry. Can't really capitalize on it.
Nah, we're just protecting, or sorry, parrying the projectile from that further on. It's not going to be too advantageous, or at least disadvantageous, I should say. Damn, the pickup is just too much right now.
And it's unfortunate, but it's the correct decision for Tene to save his break there. Let the character die. Save it for Fury. Fury's too strong to give away.
That's going to be the approach. Damn, that was actually pretty clean.
Limit strike, leaves the clone. Great tech on the throw there as we continue to just back it off now.
Oh, that was perfect for Jonathan Tene. Orb coming back in. Actually, he wouldn't even be able to hit because it reaches Ahri first. If I'm not mistaken.
2H. Oh no, and the dash through. Finds the mark again. Jonathan Tene is able to take the victory here. Not only looking happy about his own, he said, job's not done. Why would I be smiling? Why would I be smiling?
Both of them, dude. Both of them shaking their heads with such disapproval and disappointment on their faces, dude. This is wild. They hate each other and they hate themselves.
He's like, one of them is winning. Back up, S1, got the the reset as well! Extra bit of damage as we follow through. Ahri on life support as the S2 does not find anyone.
The tag-in, interestingly enough, being at the deficit, KrisG. Okay, does find the opening. I was about to say, are you going to tag her out? Or are you going to let her rock?
Looks like we're going to let her rock for now. Got the crumple there on the assist. S2 with the tag. Pogo finds the mark. Can't confirm.
Great block from the switch.
Trying to fake out as effectively as he can. Gets the hit on the assist there, but well worth sacrificing that Ahri to make sure that Teemo continues to prosper.
We're taking a hike, getting the bump, letting the darts fly. It was actually quite tricky that he even set that up in the first place, but we'll talk about that another time. KrisG, despite not having the resources, he still has Fury, right? He doesn't have the special resources to be specific, but Fury's going to be quite impactful if he can find his opportunities.
giving that Ahri away. Not anything we're too afraid of here. Slingshots continue to find the mark as we play that zoning game. A little bit passive between the two. Jonathan Tene says, I don't know if passive really fits me, but dashes backwards and gets caught by the dashing light from Teemo.
Doesn't get a full conversion. Not even trying to bait out the rush. Sorry, at least try to strike the rush. It doesn't really matter for Jonathan Tene. Oh my, that was a punish. Yes, it was. The Fury attack now for Jonathan Tene. Has to hold the rain. Are you kidding me? Oh!
Oh, Fury spin for both. Time not going to be a factor here. The damage is too damn high from both of them as here it is, the clean connection. Uses the Fury dash cancel to simplify and takes the kill. Jonathan Tene down around now, but still sitting on that game lead.
I could hear Apu screaming. That was only round one, and he is in disbelief. There's so many people in front, they're like, damn. How long was that round?
Passed up. Teemo continuing to prosper here. Opportunity for the tag and does take it. That mushroom from off screen. Can't forget that those do occupy that space even when you can't see.
Scoring the knockdown and get that deception going. Still retaining that corner. Tag launch. Teemo's back in the mushroom. We tried to get the get up attack. Get off of me instead.
Oh, cross up. Stomp only hits one. Somehow the smaller character is the one that stays in, but we do tech forward. We do mash buttons, and we do find an opportunity here. KrisG back in the driver's seat. You like that?
I love that. Being able to get that pickup. Tag launch again. The shrooms landing on it. Real neat. When it comes to the damage, that incoming could have been so much more potent.
Push block super attack, absolutely follow the script.
And the defense is still intact from Jonathan Tene. KrisG still has a ton of life to work with. How do you break both the guard and the movement coming in from KrisG? The answer may not come to fruition, although Ekko being the one to get the opener.
I just tell him it's your time. You can make it work. Through the late hit on the time winder slowdown, level 3 available, and Tene has not shied away from going to the reversals in certain timings here. Knew that we weren't going to be able to kill, so goes for the reset and immediately commits to lock out the break. 3 bars for the low price. We take out the Ahri. It's well worth it at every single stage. Tene is looking so strong to be able to even up the rounds now.
Looking strong, however, the resources on the other side for the life doesn't feel that way as we do get the chip damage against the Yasuo. Ekko coming on in with 3 bars, both Fury intact for both players.
And again, that delay super time winder has been absolute money. Looks for the air there, commits to the overhead, and straight after, KrisG tries to read a backdash, looks for the big dash forward, doesn't help out. Fury still available for Tene as we continue to add on to the pressure.
Oh, and the delay, we do get the back throw. Trying to chase down the tech roll forward.
Time. Good dash, good getaway, gets the throw of their own. KrisG, I think for sure was trying to look for it there, or was looking for a big bait, maybe a pogo.
He tried to do something. He explained himself to Jonathan Tene. He's like, yeah, you're right, you got it. That would have worked.
He said, okay, you're free. Up again, both characters in the mix now. Great tech forward once again against Yasuo. When you see him in stance, he's going to commit with that heavy.
Did you see that? It's as if he hopped on the wind. That was actually the most godlike looking thing ever.
That was absolutely cinematic from your boy. As we cut it down. There
that was so cool, man.
Solo Ahri has the fate of KrisG's winners bracket in her hands, and for now, is going to have to play it patient. Playing it patient feels bad here, but what has to be done?
Kind of wild, right? You see him kind of like wind it down to the final seconds of the match, and then that slight error that KrisG had in the previous round is really starting to bite him in the end. His Ahri being the solo character this early on, where Jonathan Tene has such a significant lead both in life and possibly in resources, unless KrisG can continue on this pressure as he's doing right now. We got to get this super going after this combo ends, or maybe the dart, or maybe the mushrooms. All 3 options are still going to be in consideration because of the fact that KrisG has not stopped just yet. Wait a minute!
Oh, so smart on the super that cuts through the projectile. Nobody home. Had an opportunity for a 2H instead. Up backs and gets thrown back into the corner here. Fury nearly there for both as KrisG dashes up and takes advantage.
We got ourselves a match. We got 2 bars each. Also, let's get one of them for the orb, and then set up the rest of the combo, carrying it to the corner. Let me get that stalking dart, apply the pressure.
Oh, and the parry on the overhead is absolutely massive. Fury immediately contested now for KrisG. Is going to commit the super on the dash up here. Overhead block again. Somehow the defense holds up. That'll do it. Fury just in time, but it's blocked immediately. KrisG. Oh my God.
Ahri wins.
There's the smile. That's what I was waiting for from both ends. For the love of God, man, you guys are playing a video game. You guys are both doing great up there.
And the scrambles are just unbelievable in the situation. What a way to restabilize here. Game 5 banger on our hands now as we go for the tag. Good contest from Jonathan Tene here.
That is the key, restabilization, all right? KrisG completely coming back from the mental depth that he's built upon himself in his head for years and years. When he makes a mistake, he beats himself up for it real hard, but that recovery was godlike. Stalking dart.
When you're world class, you expect world class from yourself and nothing less here. Standing heavy as we go for the dash forward. What a jab. That was so brave.
Damn, the orb catching both. You thought it was your turn. That's part of the name. Here comes another round of deception.
Yep, dashed up. Caught it through, 2 meters in the pocket now. Big mushroom. Unfortunately, he's going to get cut through.
So sick.
Dude, such a good matchup knowledge from Jonathan Tene, but matchup knowledge is not going to hold the cross up for you.
Brutal.
It ain't like that.
It's a brutal realization, man. You can't keep these training wheels on forever. What do you mean? He's the goofy man.
Oh. Air to air almost works out. Teemo assist saves the day. He's going to go straight into the darts here to take some damage while we can. A big lead for KrisG as well as in the resources. Everything about it just going his way. That should be the end for now. As Jonathan Tene is in an all-in situation, playing the hand you're dealt for all the chips you've got. This is very tough now.
Let me see it go to the final round. Let me see another set of games. Not a whole set, but a round at least. Oh, the Spirit Rush finds the mark, being able to get that tag in, also getting closer to that corner. KrisG, let me get that knockdown. Actually, let me get the orb first. Oh, word! Okay, I thought it was going to be enough hits done, but the recovery is there. Tene now finding his chance to strike.
Went for the very aggressive angle there. Was maybe trying to look for the air throw on the jump backwards there. Tene has consistently tried to backdash or jump away when he sees Chris go for those long-range dashes. Shoot him up.
Set up a couple of more of these mushrooms, or at least some of the... Yeah, the stone bouncing off of the double mushroom for that arc is actually kind of comical.
Oh, no. No comedy to be had. No funny business as we spend the break right away. Super tag with the Spirit Rush. Is able to completely avoid it here, but it's more about getting tempo, more about getting priority. KrisG almost finds the kill twice in a row.
Yeah, that double jump just narrowly avoiding Yasuo awaiting down below. Oh, tag in. Does catch Ahri at that 45-degree angle as per usual. We get a double zip. A triple zip, excuse me. Level 1. Just enough damage. How do you set yourself up to bring ourselves to the final round, Tene?
For now, Sloan said he's definitely the right call. Take some chip. You've got to force this Yasuo to come out in a bad position here. Ekko, more than capable of doing it solo, but not having access to your assist. It's a situation where it'd be almost better if Yasuo was dead. Oh no, never mind. Hold that thought straight on in with a super time winder.
Oh, it's too early for a grab?
And you can see the frustration.
That was the attempt, right? Am I tripping?
It absolutely was.
Thank God.
Anytime you see the net, you know it's coming out there. Looks for the medium. Ends the block string with the slingshot, actually, for a little bit of chip.
Ooh. So deceptive. Actually, that timing was everything. Was that empty jump low? Because I didn't see a normal come in mid-air or anything like that.
Yeah, just lands and swings. Final round. Off the tag. It's going to delay in the air just a bit. There was a 2H opportunity in the midst. Does go for it this time, but unfortunately, Yasuo is there to pick up the play on the ground.
It was all according to plan. Luckily enough, KrisG getting this pickup. Going to be spending the orb.
Great timing.
That was pretty good. Also keeping ChrisG in the corner, but Jonathan Tene, if he didn't have a turn, he's going to be backing away. He's looking for his opportunity. He's setting up Time Winder a bunch of times over, but ChrisG sniffing it out.
Looking for the aggressive angle there. Can't quite find it. Still all right, though. Has been turning up the pressure in all the right places. Tag launcher to bring in the Teemo with double down. Is not even going to try and go for the kill there. Instead, it's going to be the darts.
Doing it again. You can't absorb the hits. Unfortunately, not even time to bring up the wind wall. He does so afterwards. Does slice up and the pickup off the OTG. Immediate break from ChrisG. Hounding down Tene.
Oh, that is a crucial throw. Chooses not to spend the 3 bars, though. Didn't think it was going to kill. Check it out. Oh, no. And just like that, the solo Ekko for your winner's bracket life. ChrisG. Can you handle it? It's going to go straight for the super. Has the tag, has the punish with both supers ticking. There's no chance to break out. And ChrisG, man, able to win the 2v1 in the ending situation. Incredible prowess and way to bounce back from a tough situation, man.
It's the balance of like facing off against newer characters, or at least people have like less time with said character against like the time you've invested from the very beginning with your team. Does that make sense?
No, I definitely understand. And I definitely agree. I think that there is a it's a double-edged sword matchup knowledge because it goes both ways.
Yeah.
Back into the mix again, though. Teemo on point. The win con here, for the most part, is just set up the win wall and get Jinx in to be able to play aggressive when you can.
Then you look at the other side, too. Teemo and Yasuo already off to a great start. Or at least... There we go. I was about to say, how are you going to keep the pressure alive? You were anticipating that break regardless, right?
Yeah, I was mashing on the crouching light as we landed as well. We've been doing a good job of being able to preempt a lot of things that are coming out here. Not turning into much, though. NeuralArch doing a very good job with the Teemo, continuing to stay solid. But that is that situation I was talking about there. Teemo looking very uncomfortable as the super tag comes through.
Oh. And the up drop successfully defended. At least up until that point, he's trying to interrupt. Every single time the hard mix-up is defended, we're like, you know, a great job on defense to get blown up the normal after.
No double down required. Doesn't even need to go for the swap out here. Jinx, all by her lonesome, is able to get the connection with the minigun, actually. Tampa working out well, but Fishbones can't quite connect the dots.
My man is barefoot. I didn't realize it. What a bait! With a slight backdash. Uh-oh. What a bait again!
Twice in a row it falls through. It doesn't matter if he has shoes. He's at the beach, brother. One round on the board now is NeuralArch doing a very, very good job of keeping control. Comes through dueling wind walls on either side. Teemo's job to be able to keep interrupting these assists a little bit too high in the air. Is going to have to switch up.
Oh, but at least catches the furry fella.
Oh, but no longer the legal man. Great timing on the tag there. Forces the break into the corner. Air throw between the two. Incredible performance. Now the cross up everyone is for even the Yasuo players are like, man, I cannot block this.
I wonder how hard it is to parry it. I mean, if you have meter. I mean, obviously, Apu not having meter is the perfect opportunity to hit those mix-ups, right? But I will find out eventually. Either way, on the offensive now.
And just as a little aside, this set is actually going to be a best of 5 as well. So the top 4 here is going to be best of 5 all the way through. So another long set. No break to the short set on this one, which I definitely appreciate. We get a little bit more. As you can see, the jump forward there, incredible stuff. Damage adding up. And Jinx definitely coming off the table.
Look at him go. My man puts so much effort into digging in that shovel, by the way. He flips forward and lands on it. Pause. Here we go. Pressure now. Apu, how do you stay alive? That's an excellent start. Okay, never mind. Disregard that. Here comes the darts in pursuance with that. Yes, sir.
Extra extension working out perfectly. Resheath for your boy here. That's one game All right to the side, NeuralArch doing a great job of applying good pressure and never really letting Apu get set up in this situation. It never, I feel like when I'm watching Apu fire on all cylinders, it's really just the team is working very fluidly. He's able to switch in and out really effectively and able to use that super tag to be able to get back tempo anytime it goes off the side for him. But we just really haven't gotten to see any of that so far. NeuralArch has been dictating tempo at every single turn.
As much as I definitely agree with that part, I mean, seeing Apu get that first strike, it really kind of like, I want to say, it kind of discourages NeuralArch to even like try to get started further on, because like if he gets his turn, he's going to be swinging, is what it looked like, at least, outside looking in. However, Apu being able to punish NeuralArch coming in, getting the big beam.
Already, this is looking a little bit more like himself in this game so far here. Tag ends up working out well. Oh no, and is able to go off the push block. Very smart to create an opportunity for a whiff.
And that was so delayed. Are you kidding me? Oh, double Sasagi!
Dash straight back into it, unfortunately there. Is going to go straight in for the double down. Darts continue to get applied.
A little bit of air grab, maybe try to catch an air recovery. Now back it away, Sky Booms coming in. Apu. Yeah, being able to punish. And you know what? If you're going to kill my partner, I'm going to chase you down. That tag, bringing back the Yasuo in. The wake-up attack actually proving quite the benefit for Apu.
Oh, and the dashing medium, unfortunately not being able to get the damage we wanted here. This is basically going to guarantee the chip at this point. Tries to go for the throw, actually.
You had 3 bars, amigo. Nice work.
Yeah, you can just, in the middle of Jinx's super, you can jam the level 3, and it might actually chip. It's a good eye, honestly. Nah, keeping it risk adverse, though, and it ends up paying off. Oh no.
We did it again. We were just about to call another defense.
Yeah, I was primed and ready.
It was at the tip of the tongue for me. Mushrooms up. What do you do about that? You know what? That is a fine exit, sir. That was a good time to jump out as soon as you saw Teemo moving forward. Look at the change right now. The big difference in momentum.
And a little up forward just because. Good damage there with the limit strike coming through. Dashes up, and oh no, it has been dash up throw a lot in situations like that for all the Yasuo players all day long. Good application of the wind wall there. Still has to force the break though.
Oh. Ooh, a little bit of an air block too. The air grab instead. NeuralArch decimating the Jinx. Footsies! That was hot. Oh, do it again!
My.
Yo!
And then the shimmy, he said it feels like home.
Neural has been doing that a lot on Wake Up lately. Let me go for the grab multiple times over. We can see by the lack of life coming in from that Teemo. That lack of life was because of those big baits. However, we still get the big conversion. NeuralArch finding his way in. Knock him down.
Back in with the mushroom once again. Damage adds up well. Just going to reset up camp here as we close the distance. Uses the axe, slingshot ends your turn, but an air throw to be able to secure it. Not letting the skies go unprotected in the slightest. NeuralArch halfway to the victory now.
Pretty clean. Offensively, at least. Oh, just jumping on in. A clean hit on incoming. Slice him up, bring him back up. Damn! Talk to me.
Just like that. It's like I was talking about. Anytime you go for a launcher there, you can just kind of hold back right after you've already committed to the jump forward. Naturally deal with that situation a little bit. Poison reapplied, but we're mashing on the light, which is so smart, but unfortunately not able to protect us in the future there. The mash doesn't help out as Jinx has to do it solo, and unfortunately, again, will not be able to, it seems.
Boy, is that the classic. Dash, jump over, call the tag, and now reaping the rewards. A bountiful full of mushroom. Nice work coming in from NeuralArch. Which is like, I feel like it was quite the recovery because there were so many moments where Apu had actually had the initiation into like big damage, into Oki, etc. But NeuralArch holding his ground and finding some of the movement options, or at least some of the options in general, to get out of harm's way. That's sick.
Off the back of that here. Luckily, the assist hadn't gotten hit, so we actually were able to go aggressive after the super tag. But once again, the last hit of that Teemo jumping medium has been a menace against everyone.
Get the tag launch. Triple down. Give me the soup. Put little mushrooms in it too.
Why not? Just go. Still has the meter.
Oh no! Oh yeah, great defensive choices. Had to do it, right? Instant overhead. Actually, the rest of it would have killed.
Feeling like it. Oh no! But naturally, again, that's a place where we're gonna go for the launcher in our combo route.
Oh. I was like, who Sasaki is hitting? Okay. Oh, zap him! And the pickup from full screen. Damn, that's plenty of time.
Yeah, and showing off again a lot of this potential counterplay for Jinx into the matchup here. I truly do believe that she has a pretty good angle on this if you're willing to play it correctly. Working out decently here, but unfortunately was too far when it came to the rocket jump confirm.
Oh, you thought it was your turn to act, building up another zap. Could lighten the load with the super.
Yeah.
Okay, well, level 3?
The load has been lightened. Goodbye, sweet Yasuo. A little overkill for your boy.
I was about to ask, is there another way to like end this combo? There's a decent amount of damage left over, I think. But you know what? Spending the bar to kill off the person into the next round, totally worth it every time.
No, absolutely.
We'll build it back up anyway.
Fireball 2-8. Okay, super attack. Oh, ends up getting the hit there. Unfortunately, gets juggled a little bit too high. If you go for the launcher, you just have to commit to the jump. You can't go for any extra shenanigans.
Oh! You missed the meaty. And that's got mad recovery on it.
Oh, no. Commitment on the jump heavy, though. Charged it a bit too long. Zipped it back to the ground. Here it comes. The DHC doubled down once again. The big mushroom and the follow-up is obviously enough damage.
My man is bleeding. Has to hold on to it for now, creating that space, a little Gatling to kind of push away, down heavy also to kind of get yourself into the air like that, I assume. Damn! Speaking of down heavies!
Of course, that 2H working wonders. Didn't quite get the buffer though, so actually didn't get the knockdown the way we were expecting. Gonna have to keep up with the zoning game now. Have to contend with the wind wall. Timing on the jump forward is just perfection as we try and bait the Fury actually. Oh no, and that might be a devastating mistake there.
Not for nothing though, I mean like, he did kind of cover his ground with like catching the air recovery. At least, I want to say like he had enough time to kind of continue on, but either way, I'll prove he has a lot to work with, a little bit more than NeuralArch does. I mean, Fury is a big factor. Okay! How do you feel about that one? I see it, man.
Saving the Fury, not even needed there. And big shouts, by the way, that's Apu's family out in the crowd. You love to see the support. That's so sick. Pulling that right here, though. Try to come down with the medium. Oh, no, and the use of the rocket launcher. Again, just wonderfully placed here. Break is still available, and just at the end is going to save out on the Teemo.
Oh. Damn, just when you think there's a moment to come in and slice down on an unsuspecting Yasuo, that 2H just comes in and answers all prayers. And now, the big opener, NeuralArch. What are you going to do afterwards?
I like the get-up attack idea. Decent angle to have to play. Goes for the jump in medium. I thought for sure we were just going to commit and try and get the kill on the assist character there. Instead, he's just going to try and deliver it to us. NeuralArch with the tag in.
Ooh-wee. And that was a punish, by the way. Having that parachute timing throw off your anti-air has got to be somewhat of an answer to the God button, right?
Yeah, definitely the best thing that we got here as far as the situation now. Knockdown into... actually isn't able to go for the double down there. The other character had already participated, but the jump light just as good. 6 bars in a dream. Tries to commit to the air throw there. Nobody home. Fury potentially available.
Air grab. Launch it back up.
Still alive, but this is rough.
The noise that the monkey makes as the rocket, or at least the rocket launcher is extended out of the mouth. It's too much, man. Help me.
Oh no, and just perfection on the follow-ups there. Who tries to save the Fury for so long in the end. At the final hour spends, and NeuralArch is still ready for it.
Don't let it be you, Apu. Not in front of your family. I understand the pain. Coming in with the slingshots a couple of times over. NeuralArch actually semi-aggressive in that regard, right?
Yeah. Definitely knowing when to close the distance here. Is going to look for the snipe, despite not being able to go for the tag. Well worth it.
The double. Being able to get the zap, enhance the monkey, get that connection, and so much time to confirm. Luckily enough, I don't feel like there was too much damage on the table from the side of Apu against NeuralArch. However, these darts are going to be suppressing Jinx while you're getting sandwiched by Yasuo. 1, 2, 3. What's the setup? Oh! Wake up attack don't mean nothing.
Yeah, when Yasuo players start feeling themselves and going into the stance in weird ways, get up attack is definitely the fix-all answer. You can check and see if they got the real setups, if they've labbed them there. Great tech forward, is able to extend it just a bit further here. Apu is able to tech out and able to tech the throw as well.
Great block. There was so much visual distortion too. There was a smoke there. There was, oh my god, projectiles everywhere as well. Looking rather good. Are we gonna punish that? The slingshot getting just grilled. She can do it again if need be. Oh, right there.
Okay, ends up just doing it on block there. Chomper able to take a little bit of damage as well. Nice punish going in with the darts.
That was kind of sick. And the pickup.
Nothing after the air throw though. Well, maybe after the delay. What a slide there. Such a smart decision to try and go for the punish, knowing that they were going to overextend for the Yasuo off of that one. It's a round apiece survival point for Apu.
Oh. Yeah, back to our regularly scheduled programming, right? Being able to shoot so many things off screen, sorry, full screen. And the big snipe out. You gotta be real cognizant of the meter too.
Wow.
Jinx being able to initiate just off of that. Yasuo with the tag in, but now the darts. Speaking of Yasuo tagging, being able to pursue off of this pressure is NeuralArch still dashing up, not a single button press. An excellent block against the air 2H after that string.
Look for the air throw there on the weird situation afterwards. Jinx, what is with it? Everyone is a grappler. We've all transformed.
Good.
4 Blitzcranks on the screen here. Gets the trade in the air. And now, once again, game time. Oh, I respect the commitment to the parry, but it's not going to work out for you, unfortunately.
Oh my. Trying to force an error from the side of NeuralArch. Manages to get it.
Can't extend any further though. Level 3 wasn't quite built up. Way to escape. Waiting for the ultimate to be built through now. It's a wind wall. It's going to save our bacon just a little bit there.
Oh. That sounds good with eggs, actually. With the slingshot going. Still manages to catch.
1 super assist. 2, excuse me, still remaining. Gets the throw, but nothing to show for it.
Oh, that could have been a call out too. With the rocket, Jinx on the other side, just trying to set up shop. Air grab, no pickup.
And even there, after getting thrown, is able to reposition. Fury must be spent.
Super to punish the slingshot. No, we get the dash cancel. That's why the dart for the punish.
Still doesn't kill somehow. Such a low damage super. Still okay as we have time. You need it has to be a hit, but there's absolutely time here. NeuralArch getting aggressive, but unfortunately takes too predictable of an angle. That's an easy anti-air and an even set count.
That was so, come on, man.
That was OD.
That was mad far away for one, and the little pause that he takes to curl up into ball form, I'm like, dude, batter up. You know it's coming, dude.
Okay. Doubled up with the low, whiffs on the heavy, hesitation on the side there of Apu, unfortunately. Absolutely had the whiff punish dialed in. Can't quite show for it though as we go in the launcher, bring it back down to the earth, and chooses not to spend meter. But luckily, it ends up being a perfect decision.
That's a lot to really kind of contemplate now. You know what? Not for too long though. NeuralArch being able to get the big opener. Apu not really given a chance to break out on defense. In fact, with so much on the board from the side of NeuralArch, I don't even think he's going to have that chance to rebuttal at all. Look at the amount of damage just being tacked on.
The only saving grace was that Fury came back up in time, but there's no way you're willing to spend the Fury in a situation. Two characters on damn near a perfect here with the full break still intact. Apu, it's at this point, uh-oh.
Nah, there's no way, right?
There's no way. It's just not possible. Level 1 still has 2 meters, still has Fury. This would be one of the most unbelievable comebacks I've ever seen. Needs to play perfect, and unfortunately, perfection eludes us. A great normal on the way down to take the round lead.
We do have an early break from the side of NeuralArch. Tasagi with a side. When you hit that beam, you already know we're slicing up the clouds. A little bit of an awkward angle, can't get the pick up, and the get up attack does get blocked, and an immediate break. They are slugging it out defensively, offensively.
Yeah, everywhere and in between, the dash up very aggressively after the assist. Thought for sure it was going to be a cross up there. Neither of them willing to commit. And unfortunately, after hesitation, NeuralArch's able to cycle the team, get back into the Teemo here as the super comes through. We tag for the confirm.
Uh-oh. The parachute giving him extra time in the air. Apu thought he could land and get the throw perhaps, but the big punish now, Teemo. How do you make him hurt for? We get the tag launch.
Dude, what a risk and what a read as well, as that loses out to so many things you do there, lose to 2H. It's all right though, it's gonna be darts for the finish. Apu, tournament life on the line, Fury available, meter not looking too good, but more than capable in the situation. Yasuo, a master when it comes to being the lone swordsman. It's really what this guy is known for. He does a solo.
I think he could do it. I still think he could do it. Get the cross up. Can you believe it? And the drop. Oh, he's really trying to bait. You see the fancy footwork coming in. The 2H eventually catches, and the Fury hits nothing but air, and it's totally fine actually up until this point. Hold up.
Okay. A drop combo. You switching your higher health character, maybe ending up being a mistake here. Apu, as the Fury runs out, there's the hit. Can you complete your combos? The only question here, another drop, calls the assist. We're in huge trouble. Restabilizes though.
Oh, I'm terrified. I'm scared for both ends.
Oh my god, again! The use of the parachute is absolute perfection to mess up the timing on the anti-air. And while the 2H was exactly the right choice, unfortunately, the timing eludes us by just a hair. An incredible showing from Apu.
I mean, the luxury for NeuralArch, two things, all right? You're coming in pretty hot from your last match. Number two, you get to apply everything that worked well for KrisG in this matchup against Jonathan Tene, and already off to a great start, trying to chase it all the way back from the recovery. Although his back was towards the corner, it was rather difficult to figure out when you were actually allowed to strike, hence why NeuralArch already on the onslaught again, and that break going to be whiffing completely against that second strike, that second S1.
Luckily, Timewinder's able to save us once again. Back down to the earth. No, and off the tag. Tries to save the homie with the air throw attempt. Everything getting a bit messy here as Tene obviously does have the freestyle and continues the pressure. No room to breathe for the Vandal Scout. Unfortunately here, it's going to be that limit strike once again.
Oh. You're about to see some serious stuff, kid. Already hitting 88 miles per hour. Again. No, actually. A little bit awkward, right? There's so much physical disruption on the screen that it's so hard to tell when it's actually your turn. The timing was just so ambiguous from Tene.
Again, that's part of the strength of that freestyle, is being able to just, the amount of, like you said, visual noise, just garbage on the screen that's handling. So hard to parse through and figure out when it's your time here. Missing out after the jab sandwich situation. Doesn't even need to go for the tag.
Separating the clouds, bringing in the wind. Now you got to face that wall. What a jump, actually.
Bringing in that wind, gotta face that wall is an unbelievable bar, even if you didn't mean for it to be.
I did not.
That was goated. At the medium, charges up on the S. Why? There's no way. Most people rewind to the clone there to not lose the corner. That was a hell of a mix-up.
I got mixed. We all got mixed. Damn, on the other side still. Doing the stanky leg right above the snout of Teemo.
Speaking of getting mixed, unfortunately there. Sets it up, take a break, continues to optimize through, and just is enough to kill. Jonathan Tene still had meter, doesn't even need to spend.
Oh. Back it away to what seemed to be so advantageous from the side of NeuralArch, man. Both of these rounds kind of slipping away. And Jonathan Tene, you see the life lead that he has, right? He's been in so much control offensively and even defensively with his movement choices. You saw the Timewinder bait. That was the curveball to set up Yasuo down below.
Just like that, the first game goes. Jonathan Tene looking calm and in control here. NeuralArch. More opportunities to potentially get through. Had them both, but again, one character standing, one character in the air. That's very hard to regulate, unfortunately.
Nice and easy pickup. OGG with the down light, excuse me.
Smashes the light and sees the character come down and says, oh, okay, no, you can get it too. Smashes light for the second time.
Did you get the break? Disrupting the follow-up from Calm. Speaking of, right in response is NeuralArch. The Teemo is going to be in right now, but has to face off against, boom, the baseball bat. Let me get the extension.
Oh, and Tene is playing chicken so well with S2, S2 into that delayed super, catching so many people trying to take aggressive actions to steal the turn back, knowing that they potentially have a chance, but the chance is ripped away once again. It's Tene. They'll take the kill and leave it down to the 1v1.
Damn, just the raw jump in, finding the mark so cleanly.
Jump heavy, about that good. Jumped away to be able to get away from the darts.
Oh
2H beats the assist.
Quite the pickup from Tene. Facing the wind. Wants to pick up. Cutting through the clouds yet again. Oos! Getting away with a lot of these grabs lately.
Yeah, and unfortunately now it's going to be a big decision for the rest of your life total. When it comes to the strike throw now, Jonathan Tene has planted the seed. What kind of garden can we grow?
Oh, you best believe he's going to be picking in on this throw bait the next one for sure.
Absolutely.
It's just about ripe to get this throw bait.
Goes for the jab, triple overhead. Ooh. Wow, just a dash up rapid slash though. It's like that.
That was actually so tricky. What a block from NeuralArch, by the way. He was on the other side, but the block string pushed Yasuo on the other, back right underneath him too. Mad tricky.
Oh, tried to double up there. Mushroom saved the day. And again, the nice thing about this combo is very front-loading damage in this game, so even with these short 8-hit combos, it's still enough to be significant against the characters now. Jonathan Tene finds the full confirm from the S1. Going to optimize for the damage here. Still going to be alive is NeuralArch, I do believe. The situation is dire for us now.
God, tell me that's not a cool-ass combo. Tell me that's not one of the coolest combos you've seen on Yasuo.
That's pretty good.
Jesus.
And the assist saves the day here. Jonathan Tene, 2 in a row, 1 away from being able to get back on the revenge campaign. NeuralArch, got to make a play. Definitely has been within reach in every single game here. As you can see, 99 seconds able to take the victory and keep it aggressive. Oh, and is able to bait the parry as well. Even if the stance didn't work out, sending a message.
However, now getting the pickup is Jonathan Tene. Has to go for that break. NeuralArch is getting abused in that corner. Temporarily so, though. Oh, the mushroom gets both of them, actually.
Break luckily saves our skins. That's a low.
What did we just talk about? What did we just finish talking about before this matchup had even happened, right? That parachute disrupting the timing of the God button.
And again, NeuralArch has been one of the best Teemos we've seen to do it here. He's going to go straight in for the double down to bring that Teemo in. Favors it for the matchup here, it seems. Fortunately, the super assist is going to secure a crumple for us.
Oh, a little tricky, setting up with the throw again, and the pickup because of the clone. Nice work. Damn, son, you're just gonna come in swinging? Even Proxy was not a fan of that. Actually, maybe he might have been. He might have been.
Not a moment of hesitation in Jonathan Tene for a second there. I adore the commitment on both sides as NeuralArch comes down with the normal there.
Oh my God, how did that even happen? That was in the hands, that was in the palms of Jonathan Tene. Oh, I pressed hella buttons.
God.
You know what's funny enough? At that distance and that timing, I think a medium would have blown him up.
Maybe.
Funny enough.
Yeah, I think so, actually. Standing or crouching medium probably ended up getting the hit. Instead, back down to the earth now as Teemo is in major danger.
Oh.
No burrito, no kebab. Get attack ends up working out perfectly here. Sets it up and is able to extend the limit strike. Very good damage here with Yasuo at 50% life now.
He definitely strung up a kebab with both of them, I'll tell you what. No matter what, even if the mix-up was dirty, it felt pretty halal to me. Oh my! On the other side!
So the pass worked out well. Setting it up here, keeps it simple. Saving the meter.
The pick up. He's way out of there.
What a call. So smart to be able to get the punish there. Recognizing the get-up attack was definitely on the way, but no, not again. He can't keep getting away with it.
He can't keep getting away with it. The two different deliveries from Aaron Paul on that specific line is just too powerful.
World class. Two different characters, two different scenarios in a row.
It's wild.
Yeah.
How does that happen? He really can't keep getting away with it.
Oh, nice on the break. Is able to control the space here. Back down to the earth. We look for the OTG throw. Continues our string of pressure now.
Do it again. Let me get a third, actually. You know what? You're so right. Super? Yeah, you're so right. Oh, anti-air. Yeah, nice and clean, too. NeuralArch, excuse me.
S1, no cancel. Nice from pressure with the jab here. Okay, for the fans, little parry just because, but unfortunately, nothing to show for it here as we do get the quick follow-up.
That was indeed a punish, by the way. Get the rest of the mushrooms. The fellas are here. Just a little bit of, just adding a little bit of spit on it. He's just blow darting his way through, getting the W. Hey, keeping himself alive though, pretty significant, right? Jonathan Tene actually had been so adamant about some of this offensive pressure and catching these mixes. It looked like it would have been a 3-0 kind of situation. NeuralArch proving otherwise.
Yeah, still absolutely in this. Like I said before, every game within our grasp here as we get the extra extensions now. And oh wow! Went for the punish there, didn't actually go for the tag after the break, looks for the jump in now. Is Jonathan Tene gonna maintain pressure in the corner? Gives it up though.
We get that. Get the super extension. You know, it is your time. You're so right.
You can't argue with results.
No, you cannot. That was quite the tag in. He was loading up the parachute, right?
Yeah.
The helicopter was coming on in first.
He's trying to hit the LZ. He wasn't quite ready.
Teemo, you got one objective.
Oh.
You got it, sir.
That objective is matched on a crouching light.
Exactly.
Almost got there. 2H and a dream. Once again, Teemo falls out of this one. Jonathan Tene, for the second time, is on set point.
Sending him to the gulag. Another chance at life, though, for NeuralArch. No options on the jump in. Damn, the Steel Tempest still managing to reach. However, pressing buttons upon a wake up. Finding another opportunity.
Air to air. Not going to find it. Heavy into the dash up. Got with the light. Keeping the pressure up. I cannot believe we were able to stay strong through so much of the strike throw here. NeuralArch doing a great job starting to abuse the guard a little bit.
Trying to get a throw again. Now we got Ekko on the offensive, taking back in for the airborne approach. Although Teemo is getting decimated, Yasuo, the point character, actually temporarily so, wasn't taking too much of that damage. Got it for Tene, trying to play keep away. He's throwing out a lot of the wins, a lot of the cuts, Putting in the wind. Hello, English.
Oh, dude, Ekko saved us a headache there. Went in for the homing attack once again with Teemo trying to close the distance. Went for the parry on good timing, but Ekko being on the ground actually blocked him from getting there.
Trying to save his homeboy on that one as well. Oh boy! I mean, I did say it, trying to save his homeboy, but then he sacrificed him immediately afterwards. This is kind of rough. Watch out down below. Oh! Didn't even matter. Is this it? Is this the end of our hero? Quote unquote hero?
Oh, and it absolutely is, unfortunately, here. NeuralArch going to be knocked out here at third place, but Jonathan Tene with an incredible performance to guarantee a top 2 spot now. Well, as they take our walk off, please. Hey, listen, a round of applause. NeuralArch, third place, an incredible showing in this tournament. Snapping them up on the way through. It's time to get it started. Grand finals for 2XKO here, coming in at first attack under the first offline first impact. How many times do you think I can squeeze the word first in? Let's go.
You know, it's not the first time we tried, so I'll tell you what, man. This is the first match between the two. Jonathan Tene, ChrisG. Somebody had said the father-son duo. I don't approve of that, but, you know, I get it. You're reaching a little bit, but I get it.
All right, straight in with the blow dart here. Is able to occupy the screen pretty effectively now. Doubles up on the tag with the freestyle.
Oh,
and
Lord.
the Time Winder gets the trade.
Gonna face the wind, cutting the clouds again. Setting up for the tag launch.
Oh, and the get attack continues to beat that there. But I do respect that. That's what we were talking about before. ChrisG applying the situation of, prove it to me. Show me that you've got the OS to be able to stop that get-up attack. I'm going to do it until you stop me.
Jesus, how long can you withstand the pain? How long can you withhold from the mix? Jonathan Tene, a lot of damage being dealt out right now. We got to end it with a super right. No, the 2H actually way off the mark. Can't tell if we're ready for that either way.
Timing on the jump is definitely good. Sets up the wind wall and looks to consume. The positioning from ChrisG works out well. Empty low, not gonna find a home, and gets the tag to be able to meet with the air-to-air. 2 separate 1v1s happening, and Jonathan Tene wins them both.
It's kind of wild. Like, there were so many things that were whiffing against each other, even on the approach, and yet still Tene comes up against it all.
That's one on the step back. Trying to come in with the air to way. Okay.
That's kind of rare, don't you think? Like the immediate, or sorry, the chase down from the jump back and actually catching Tene pressing a button on the way down.
Yeah, normally it's empty there because he's trying to scheme for something big, but unfortunately here, oh no, I set the precedent early. If I have 3 bars, you already know it might come out.
I don't even know like how fast those level 3, sorry, those supers kind of start up.
The ultimates, it's a little bit different around the board, but for the most part here, fast enough. As long if you're in the middle of swinging something, you are definitely going to be cooked.
I definitely see like I saw a light from the side of ChrisG, right? I wonder if there's a way to kind of like set up a meaty enough to kind of like recover before the super comes out.
It's one of those situations where like you're not going to be able to react and use it against a light, but against some of the heavier normals, you can see the button and still press it. So you know how it is.
That's fair. Jesus, I was about to ask, how much longer can you block?
Dude, help me. Getting absolutely mauled now. Teemo with a jump in attempt, air-to-air to try and keep him caged in the corner here. Control and spacing is the name of the game now for Tene as we set up the wind wall. Doesn't go for the tag though. Gonna leave that Yasuo to fight.
I love his little legs. He's trying to move on in and scuttle. Great block on the other side. Temporarily though. Didn't last for too much longer. With the Time Winder. Set him up. Batter up. For his homie. Showtime.
Loving the time of the tag there to make it work out. 1 game already as we move closer to the reset now. Jonathan Tene looking firmly in control and not looking stressed in the slightest here. I feel like he's normally a player that can be like not emotional to a fault, but he definitely shows his emotions when he's playing. And you know, he's looking extremely calm right now, which is a dangerous sentiment.
You know, I think the same could slightly be said. I said that as soon as ChrisG started showing emotion. I looked over to the players on the table, and you talked about that emotion, right? Sometimes it gets the best of these players, and it kind of beats them up inside, but you talked about ChrisG and how emotional he gets, how it can be his own worst enemy, but right now, that aggression only turned into inspiration for himself to get the rest of Jonathan Tene's Yasuo.
Swings out straight away as well, gets into the launcher, sets up the mushroom, and with that double down is able to get the tag. Needs to build a little bit more meter though. Luckily, not a problem for this guy. Tag launcher to set it back up, and again with that spirit orb to take the finish.
A huge nod of relief coming in from ChrisG, by the way. He was like yelling at himself a little bit earlier. Like, as you had mentioned, like the emotional composure from Jonathan Tene, I looked over to the desk and I'm like, damn, dude. Chris is going ham against himself.
Okay, level 1 absolutely going to cut straight through. Love the decision there.
Oh, we do get the throw and the tag out.
Ooh, was able to get the OTG still. Break is available and is going to be spent now.
Setting up Ahri for the Spirit Rush. You had to save your girl. With that slingshot attack, parachute away. Another slingshot. On the other side, what a cross-up. Or is that what it looked like? No, it was a punish straight up, right?
Yeah, but I mean, still being able to reposition a master situation now is going to go in for the darts and just try and fly away. Keep yourself safe, but can't quite escape.
That's kind of nasty. Yasuo being able to just like track down and then 2H. It just covers the whole thing, the pizza slicer.
It flexes the badge right as it
Dude,
is.
that's what I'm saying, dude. This character's sick. Oh, the pogo into the bounce, into the rest of the overhead.
Followed up extremely well. Darts coming through once again. Tags into the Yasuo here, and Ekko's going to take a little bit of damage for it. Not even good trying to go for the fireball follow-ups there. Just uses the S2 to get chip, get space, and reset the neutral here. Super tag as we do get the trade.
See that. He was so ready for a 2H just in case the trade-off didn't occur. And now we get the time winder follow-up too. Setting up ball. Oos. Cutting down the wind. Taking the wind away from Teemo, I should say.
ChrisG now. An opportunity to be able to even up the game count now. Forces the break. Tene gonna try and make this work here. The orb comes through, is able to get pressure because of it, and now the 1v1 with ChrisG almost at Fury.
No assist available just yet. And that was actually kind of clean. I like that. Either way, even if the throw is teched, you still have Teemo with his super assist laying down the pressure with that mushroom. And I gotta say, it's also gonna apply mad chip damage, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. And I don't think there's really a way out there for Tene, unfortunately. The best defensive situation you can hope for is even. Getting the orb from here though, short and sweet is the combo. Hold that thought. I thought it was gonna be maybe ending with Ahri. Instead, it's gonna be Teemo locking it down.
Time winder set up, tagging back in for Ahri. Still airborne, the block is there. Tene, even with a slight walk up, not falling for any sort of frame traps.
I cannot believe you had the patience to chill there. 99% of the venue gets their head kicked off on that one. Gets the tick throw. Zip Zip doesn't follow up. Didn't even go for the tag either.
Interesting. He had to do his S2.
Yeah, I was a little hesitant on it, maybe.
Oh,
It's just an execution error, unfortunately. Back down to the earth now. I like that. Making up for some past errors, being able to keep it safe and simple, even with the drop combo in the end, is still doing a great job of making every hit count.
Oh, Sam's in the Yasuo, and also, yeah, prioritizing the corner positioning. You have to take in that Teemo, right?
To that Ahri mixed up with the dash with OD. Actually unreal. Wrong normal out of the stance. Unfortunately, ChrisG continues to roam.
Oh,
the
overhead, excuse me, that was a counter hit.
Okay, it's definitely gonna help. Take some shots while you can.
Little pop shots.
Yasuo.
I like it.
Dude, he clears everything. Gets straight back into the pressure. Misses out on his combo though.
No way. That's a block. That's a punish, a huge one at that. ChrisG.
Watch him do it again.
That's the great equalizer right there. Just being able to block that super.
Watch him do it again.
No one's gonna block after the pogo.
It's just the overhead instead. I thought maybe, just maybe, if there was a gap in the pressure, that Tene was gonna consume the second level 3 as well.
Wow.
But ChrisG doesn't even let that future come.
Taking a hike right on the forehead of Ekko, huh? I appreciate that. In hot pursuit. Now the Ahri laying down the pressure, the darts to follow through, the parry, and now Jonathan Tene trying to create that space for Timewinder, now creating that space even more so for Yasuo's anti-air.
Oh, unfortunately, was a little bit too high from there. Couldn't actually fix the confirm. Ends up dashing down. Easy poke with the darts.
So what do you do about this too? After this loop is over, what's the incoming going to be like? What's the pressure? We get the tag launch. Do you get time to react, right? It's going to be a super coming in. No, it's going to be a stalking dart instead. God, the timing from KrisG, yet Jonathan still able to defend against it. Empty low this time. He was so susceptible to a lot of these pogos earlier, but now the empty low not going to be a problem.
Saving himself. As we go for the tag. Manages to get them both to H. Only one character stuck in the combo in the end, though. Nice tech. And unfortunately, oversends, maybe overheats a little bit there on the jump forward.
Overheating, definitely the word choice in regards to that approach. Now KrisG taking full advantage. We did have that mushroom super. We have the extension. Double up on the mushroom intake. Get your nutritional fill. Oh, you tried to parry, perhaps?
Yeah, parry unfortunately coming out and whiffing. That meter gets spent. Yasuo gets chipped out. Ekko takes a grip. From bad to worse here on the side of Tene as KrisG is going to commit the super.
Oh, that was a bait and a half. It's still no pickup. Luckily for Tene, has another shot at life. Does get the pickup from Yasuo, but the immediate check from that. Damn! Using all the resources. Here comes the orb.
Oh, what a jump away, though. Jonathan Tene tries to go for the empty jump and commit in the situation. KrisG knows he has the fireball on the way back, so he's able to be a little bit more mobile than we were maybe expecting.
It's in the name of deception. It just makes a lot of sense. Have the spirit rush on in. Bring it back down to earth. What's the mix?
Oh, no, and because we have the clone absolutely able to convert solo. Got him.
Clean. Got the over there. Was it an attempt to try to disrupt, right? That was actually an interrupt. You saw it from the side of KrisG. No shot. No shot.
Jonathan Tene, dude. What a use of the crosscut there. Is able to save ourselves in the mid-screen. Gets the poke, kills the assist, but KrisG back on the answer.
Get some of the loops going. Pick them up. And get those darts for the rest of it. Just enough damage too. Actually, the second to last. Nice work.
Yeah, one more dart still to remain. Went for the dash up for the medium here. I feel like relatively evenish matchup, depending on the situation now. The super assist is going to be a big deal. We try to come to grips on this one. Levels up the slingshot, but gets connected on my time.
Still managing to catch whatever dash over that was from the side of KrisG. By the way, Tene actually had dropped the combo earlier. Now being able to finish it up here. Plenty of damage, plenty of room to connect. Most definitely.
I like that. Where it positions Teemo's character model, it looks like he's just cutting the top of his hat off.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Everybody else is in.
I was thinking about that earlier.
Cuts the feather off his cap.
If I said KrisG, I meant to say Tene, excuse me. By the way.
Okay, double up with the axe. Good use of the 2H. Bring us to the corner here. Break applied. Super tag. No, just super.
Oh my god, you thought you were going to land with it? That's crazy that the dart still managed to catch.
Great idea. Poor execution, unfortunately, there. Once again, sandwich situation, and there's just no way you're blocking that, as well as the tag, but a massive missed opportunity.
Oh, the pickup on the other side, catching what? The recovery of the Timewinder mid-air?
Yeah, those 5 extra frames on that last patch, definitely a big deal as we go for the tag launcher.
Set up for mushrooms. We get the grab instead, and the pickup right after. We do have a bar, hence why we're going right into it. Get your daily intake.
KrisG looking to even up the rounds now. Late use of the slingshot there to come through. S2 pushed away.
Trying to find that opening too. Looking real squirrely as KrisG is roaming around the map. Just a little bit too shy off the throw attempt from Jonathan Tene. KrisG gonna respond in kind, set up the orb. Big punish. Shouldn't be a problem right there. You talked about it, tying up the rounds. KrisG successfully doing so.
Tournament points. The weight of the situation is finally starting to take hold, I do believe. It's been fun in games. Oh no!
No way!
But the fun and games are over. ChrisG unfortunately mistimes it though as he tries to go for the side swap, wanted corner and the hit.
That's
greedy,
crazy.
greedy, but it's well worth it.
That's the second time both Tene and ChrisG have both missed those opportunities. In back-to-back rounds, the defense is still there, and it's so strong. I say that, and hopefully Tene holds on. No curse at all right? So I thought!
Still all right. Man, just the autocorrect there as we go for the tech away, saves his homie, and resets the pressure. Now, Ekko, take your damage where you can. Break, not in sight yet.
Jesus! Dude, that tag launch. Double S1 into the S2. Important throw tech. That could have been it for your Ahri. Letting the flames rock. We do have the slingshot. The wind wall also not going to be affected by the slingshot. However, the dart's coming in to at least allow the Ahri to pursue. No big pickup from Chris. The orb comes out past the projectile. That's crazy.
That's how you have to handle it every single time. Parry is a good choice, but there, you can spend the bar for the same situation, crossing through, blocking out the break, gets the hit on the initial, and on the cross-up, Fury's available. It's not if, it's when for ChrisG, and he's going to hold it for the first mix. Oh, and again, the freestyle privilege continues to hand out. Isn't quite enough to kill. One last chance for ChrisG.
Can he withstand the pain? Can he utilize his fury? Not for too long. Jonathan Tene again, hook, line, and sinker. The liberties you get with freestyle has been too much for ChrisG. We're going to another game. Can we get the reset? Or will we see ChrisG prevail?
Honestly and truly, I'm just happy to be here. What a set, bro, legitimately. I find myself in so many situations just sitting and watching, just a fan, bro.
Hats off to him for sure. Oh, you like that one, huh?
Yeah, you know. That one's just for me.
Little off-screen shenanigans.
Tagged out, works out well. Damage really starting to add up here. We have to protect our Ekko as best we can. Our Yasuo, excuse me.
Protect your neck. Did you see the bounce on that? That was kind of sick.
Oh no! Manages to avoid it somehow, gets to the corner. I don't know what kind of magic ChrisG is working on, but the performance is making me anxious.
You got the orb, settle in. Let me get the tag launch. Set him up for some shrooms.
Game time.
Ooh! The back throw is everything!
Oh! Had the tech, still had time. Oh no, once again! Devastation at the 45, gets the throw and is gonna pick up with the super. It's not enough!
Oh, and he manages to catch a recovery normal! Oh, the break is still there, ChrisG. Setting out the Hyper Spirit Rush.
Yeah, Super Tech tails old time. Continuing to come through, gonna test your metal on the darts here, throws the assist in front. Oh, life total beginning to dwindle here. Ekko gotta play defensively. The chip finally is able to take the finish. Yasuo, not a lot of life to play with here. Probably not gonna get access to the Fury unless...
Wait a minute. We do get the significant pickup against ChrisG. We get the limit strike on the way over to interruption against the assist as well. We get a pickup. We gotta go into super, right?
No, it's a drop. It's a massive drop. We still managed to find it though. Teemo.
Assist no longer on the table, by the way, just to start off. It's just raw one-on-one action.
One super assist. Still holding on to it here. Counter calling between the two. You want to try and make Chris pop his Fury. Oh, be careful, be careful. Overhead finds the mark. It's not enough to kill, but the chip certainly is. Jonathan Tene ahead on the tempo, ahead on the rounds, and potentially lining us up for the reset now.
It's so difficult, right? Like, even if you're reluctant to press buttons, I don't even think you even had that chance. That gap just felt so airtight. Or at least the string felt airtight, I should say.
Oh, yeah. Definitely agreed here. Gonna try, goes for the jab, push block. Oh, and Tene maybe just got caught jumping forwards. That was a tough situation. That was a really good push block on his side.
All the way through. You thought you can get an incoming upon that air normal. Jonathan Tene definitely responding in kind with the reactions. Limit strike, let me get the clones. 88 miles an hour. Let me see some serious stuff, kid.
That assist is getting torn apart right now. Finds the low and manages to get on the legal man. He's going to choose to use the break instead of trying to go for the Fury here. Opposite wants to keep the team intact and have access to that double down instead of having the Fury. And unfortunately, it does not pan out. Jonathan Tene is moments from the reset.
Look at his little legs go. Trying to stave off danger. Not for too long. Ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves the reset. Jonathan Tene bringing it real close yet again. Our third set between these two titans. And already off to a fantastic start is Jonathan Tene. Does pick up the happy birthday. Does go into the super. How do you withstand this pressure? The jump back will do it.
Yeah, recognize that the throw was a possibility there. Doubles up on the overhead though. Teemo, yeah, there's the break. Once again, with that double down, keeping both characters alive is more crucial than ever. Late on the dash over, that's a mid, and ChrisG not happy. Maybe thought the throw was coming.
Setting up the orb. You get the tag launch. Yo, the back throw?
I mean, in all seriousness, probably trying to go for a tech of his own, but in the end, he's just as good.
No doubt, it was a defensive back throw. But I was more so concerned about what perhaps ChrisG was anticipating, right?
True. Maybe try to back it off there. It has been a lot of get-up attack from both sides, so potentially the reversal timing is what we were expecting here. A round up for Jonathan Tene as ChrisG is going to opt into trying to start the Ahri.
Oh. Yeah, this wind wall is getting a ton of mileage, by the way. Not only stopping the slingshots, but also clipping in Ahri on the way. You can see it right here with how much life she was already, how much she's already lost. This is going to be huge for Tene now. Tag him on in. Let me just see you finish that combo, Playboy. Oh, not again.
Can go for the double down, though. Yeah, is able to secure himself at least safety. Low price of 2 meters. Able to save one character. Goes for the stomp. And unfortunately, immediately that character is gone. But ChrisG was so ready and finds a happy birthday.
You get the darts coming on in. Look at the damage. Oh, and it still manages to catch. Okay, either way, the break keeps him safe. What do you do about this? Furious attack for ChrisG.
The back hitbox of that just barely is able to catch Ekko. Pulls him into the trouble now.
I love that for him. Now we got triple shrooms. Oh.
These guys playing Bowman full screen. Actually ridiculous.
The Steel Tempest and also Yasuo doing his best to kind of clear out the garden.
Listen, but the garden continues to expand. Let's say the weeds and fungus, they expand quickly. Dashes up, crosses through. A cross up and an overhead at the same time. Because unfortunately now the self double down. I know you picked it as a fuse, but Jonathan Tene says I got that thing on me.
Do you think the guerrilla tactics actually was like a detriment towards trying to block that mix? Because it's funny, you only see like a little bit of the yodel, and you see two grown men just going for the mix, mid-air or not. It's like, dude, that feels bad. If I can't see my characters, like I don't even know. I don't even know how to try to contest. Send help.
Got through with a heavy stance, working out beautifully now. Oh, and the deep cross up. That's the first time we've really seen the commitment there with the low jump S1. Oh, and okay, we're adjusted. Saw the parachute, waits out just a little bit, a late 2H. Ends up getting blocked, but still, it's good to see that we have the adjustments there, not getting deked anymore.
He's punishing the Ahri just a little bit. Yeah, the slingshot's got to save your girl, right?
Oh, 2H for the second time, though. Jonathan Tene doing a great job patrolling the skies, as you need to here. Overhead, attempted the commitment.
Oh. Set him up. Get the time winder to approach most of the time. Oh, my lordy. This should be a dead Teemo, as long as you don't, yes, sir, mess that up. Ahri coming on in. Let's take a look at the resources, right? 2 and 2. No assist can be had just yet. Fury not built up. Doesn't even matter. Tene, the first round of game 2. You all right over there?
Still ahead on the brake pad a little bit.
Okay.
Breathing heavy. Waiting for the low S2. Extra bit of damage. Oh no, parry goes wide. No meter for the next confirm now.
Oh my god, the clone came out of nowhere.
Ooh. I love the timing on the tag though. Knowing that your teammate does have the meter to be able to potentially cash out, uses the darts, forces the break.
We do get the interruption. Setting up the campfire stories, real spooky when you have the mushrooms. Speaking of which, Pick up again.
This is not getting better as the tag. Mushrooms continue to be applied here. Here at Orb. And yeah, don't hold it. Pixel of life left. And a deep cross up.
Oh. And the instant overhead yet again. Oh, no way. How many highs can you get away with?
Oh no, doesn't even need the freestyle to be able to get the punish on that one. Tag timing is perfection. Jonathan Tene was setting the pace in this match so efficiently, but KrisG answering back with the same type of precision here. It is back and forth in its truest form. The seesaw battle between the two is KrisG.
You knew it. You knew that punish was coming too. He had sent out the normal. He had sent out the assist. Meanwhile, Jonathan Tene was like hook, line, and sinker. However, doesn't take full advantage of that. KrisG, he went to the skies. He actually clipped him upon air inborn incoming, actually. That was actually so smart to actually see that normal land and also convert off of it.
Jab, dab, and set up for the knockdown here. Teemo, yeah, wasn't going to be able to build the second bar, so instead tried to commit a little bit more solid to the mix. Great jump away to avoid some of the pressure, but unfortunately, no pressure can be avoided forever. KrisG extremely unhappy with the situation there as the throw takes the kill.
Could have been disappointment from all around. I'll tell you what, man, these guys are trying to lay down their plans, but there's just so many different contingencies to keep track of, and now the Tene. Oh, that was a back throw. Oh my.
The most magic of pixels you've ever seen. Pops the Fury just to not take chip. KrisG, a situation that demands perfection, and perfection is what we're going to attempt. Jump medium almost gets the day.
No way. A little bit of Fury, slowly starting to wind down. You thought it was your chance to strike. It's Tene cleaning it up.
Dude, the frame traps off of S2 have been unbelievable from Tene in the entire tournament. Not just in the top 8, not just in this set. He has been unreal with the coin flips he's been setting up. He's making his own luck right now, man. 2 8s though! No luck required. Easy skill out there for your boy.
No gaps. We get the tag launch, bringing it back down. Set up the shroom, instant overhead, now able to combo naturally, actually.
Oh, got him. Back up once again. I feel like we've been lacking on our merit badges here, but unfortunately we just haven't had the opportunities. What a confirm, what a limit strike. Jonathan Tene unfortunately missed spaces though. The tech forward throw works out beautifully for KrisG.
Sniping away at the health bar. Coming in with the dart assault. And the conversion as well, the big interruption, allowing KrisG to finish off the rest of that life bar from Yasuo. The jump dash back normal, the classic.
A tale as old as time when it comes to the anime genre here. Looking for the low, goes for the tag up once again. Doubles up with the pogo. Incredible, immaculate defense from Tene, but it's going to have to do even more here as the darts continue to find the mark. What a push block, what a reposition. Unbelievable defense to be able to get the hit. And now KrisG is on a situation where he has to make a decision for his break. What in the world?
We're not going to see it just yet, though. We might have to do it here. Do we save the Ahri?
Oh no, oh no. How'd she get away?
I don't even know.
Did Teemo turn her invisible?
She went for the bushes. Metaphorically. All right, man. This is tough. You would spend your break trying to save the Ahri, which was successful.
Yes.
You try to bring out the Teemo. Man, committing to the swing again. Tene, just like he did with the reset. Looking to do so in this round. More than enough. Tournament point. Jonathan Tene.
The turnaround has been generational here. He's been able to control space so well. Break spent very early there. And is able to reclaim the tempo now as Ekko assert dominance.
Oh, that mix being applied. That was too difficult.
All right, buddy.
You got it. Hands off the stick. You got it, bro.
Oh, no. Once again for KrisG, he's being put in a terrible position now. It's all up to the little Yordle to be able to make the comeback. At least is in the mid-screen. Fury and some resources to play with now.
The defense so far trying to bait out for the two agents into the tag. We do get the throw now. What's the pressure sequence going to be like? What a defensive jump from ChrisG.
Yeah, seeing the clone left there, you know the intention. Throw is definitely on the menu. Very smart. Just good presence of mind. He smelled it. Oh, going to the overhead. Gets the commit, finds the throw, misses out on the shovel!
No
on
way.
the missed timing is forced to Fury!
Getting some of that chip damage in. Having the Fury up. This could be make or break right here. Proxy, we do see the overhead, but the break coming in now. Jonathan Tene trying to salvage the situation. Look at the amount of damage coming in because of the Fury.
Oh no, solo Ekko level 3 off to the wayside there for the Yasuo here. Still has super assist, still has opportunities. Looks for the cross up, but an amazing push block from Chris. Oh!
No pickup! Is this enough?
Dude, way to use your dead character to be able to save yourself now. A pixel of life. Anything will do it. A blocked, anything will take the finish now. Has to play it perfect! Very close, but no 2H. Decommits and goes for the 2H! He gets the hit again! The only question now is, can you finish? And for Jonathan Tene, it's never a question! Your first attack champion for 2x KO!
Okay, thank you everyone, and let's hear it for our 2x KO top 8, our first 2x KO tournament here in Puerto Rico for First Attack 2025, part of the First Impact circuit. We're gonna now do an award ceremony, so congratulations to our top 8. First off, we're gonna go with our 7th place, KonKon. And also in 7th place, we have Sabito. In 5th place, from the US, we have Flux.
My king.
And also in 5th place, sorry. We also got top 8 at Mortal Kombat. We got Too Easy. Hey, you know what to do. You know what to do. Yeah. And in 4th place, we have Apu. And in 3rd place, we have from Puerto Rico as well, NeuralArch. In 2nd place, again, ChrisG. And in 1st place, your First Attack 2025 2x KO champion, Jonathan Tene. Okay, just for this right now.
That's crazy.